We at the bar,
And my view was
bro.
Oh,
my view
can I
was
get?
Yeah.
fucking
I didn't get a
Oh
chance to
yeah.
watch last session. Can I get a
view was
quick?
Oh
racking
yeah.
up those
Oh
fucking action
yeah.
points. I'm like,
Oh,
this motherfucker's
how
like
dare you? Oh no, never mind. You had to.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
So you're gonna need the recap.
A
Yeah, you
quick
should.
recap. I don't want a deep dive. Just a quick
Yeah,
Yeah.
recap.
Lewis can do it under 5 minutes. It should really go fast.
all right, yeah.
You missed some good stuff though. But here's a recap.
Did.
You should still go back and watch it.
I will. I ain't doing shit at work tomorrow.
I'm gonna enter
That's right. I'm
critical.
doing a recap. Recap is Tarquin, the owner of the Crooked House,
The gnome.
the rock gnome owner of the Crooked House, got stabbed by Adler, quote unquote. Adler.
We leave this man alone for like 5 days.
So Lucian was in the chat room, relaxing, getting something to eat and drink, and then he heard the commotion, went over, and then like a guy,
Merchant.
yeah, a human merchant, looked like he came from like the south, southern merchant type, came down and was like, I saw who did it. He started saying it was he described Adler, and then Lucian was there in the crowd like, what the hell? And he's trying to convince people that it wasn't him. Like while he's doing that, the merchant's fighting back verbally, like, don't listen to him. Of course, he's gonna protect him. He's one of his comrades. I saw him up there. He's up in there in his room. We could go get him right now. So those two had to do a opposed diplomacy check, try and convince this crowd of people that a lot of them respected or were friends with Tarquin, and or were even just other patrons, and they I think Lucian rolled pretty low, and then
Probably.
yeah, I think you
Yeah, it
rolled.
was like a 3. I think he rolled.
Yeah, yeah, it was your roll ended up making them more hostile towards you.
Mm.
And so what happened was the argument kept going, and um, I think one of the
That
characters, I think Roth was in Adler's room, so he knows
there
it
we go.
wasn't
Alright.
Adler.
He has the
Yeah.
alibi
Um,
right there.
he was
Sophia
in
came down first.
Sophia, I think
So
she
if
was
there was
able
a
to
Luna in her room.
she perceived like a lot of commotion, and Luna was busy like reading, so she didn't really notice it until Sophia said something and opened the door, and then she saw Roth coming down because she heard Mockdraw and Roth heard what was going on, and Roth was busy like picking at Adler's brain on like more planar related topics, and but he got distracted by like all that noise. He's like, "What the heck is going on?" I think when he opened the door, was able to make out like Lucian's voice in there. So he's like, "Oh, I gotta go check this out then, because I can hear Lucian. It sounds like he's arguing."
Nah,
So
he
he
initially
goes,
closed the
He
door.
didn't
He
he didn't
initially
come
closed
down.
the door. No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
he
He
didn't
closed
come
the door
down.
that part. He closed
He
the
didn't
door and continued talking with Adler, and then Adler went on his speech.
yeah.
It wasn't until Sophia and Luna were down there that then
"Oh, it was
eventually
after
he
Sophia."
went down.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, and then the gunshot
When
went
he heard the
off.
commotion, he shut the door. It's like too noisy down there. He shut the
The
door.
Oh yeah,
uh,
he did do that. So
the
Sophia came down. Yeah, because Roth, I remember
so
now.
this
Roth came down
so,
last with Mockjaw, and
Yeah,
yeah,
then
after
Adler.
the
that's why he
gunshot
was
went
last.
off,
He was
Yeah,
last
the
to
gunshot. Yeah,
last to participate at the party.
because what happened was that merchant ended up
trying to stab Sophia.
Was
He
that what it was?
stabbed
Because
her
Sophia
several
came.
times.
Yeah, sorry. Sophia came down. She
And
tried to calm
then
everybody down,
she
and
tried to calm everybody down
yeah,
to
she managed
heal
to get them calm
and
down
heal
enough
the
to like listen. And
and
the merchant guy
heal
didn't
them.
like that. He was like, "No, don't let her words fool you. They're all
Yeah,
and like, and he just
She went.
stabs her.
She
he
went and
didn't
And
healed
like
the
her.
gnome. She went and healed the gnome that was stabbed with a dagger, bleeding out,
Thank you.
dying. And then when Sophia did that, healed him, then like he backstabbed her, even though like she basically has her back and everything exposed.
Yeah,
And
but she
and
was
Sophia
trying to.
and Sophia basically put her body over the gnome, to protect them. Man, he just kept. I think he did like 4 or 5 attacks already so far on her, and they all hit
Yeah,
because you don't have her armor on.
right.
and yeah,
Establishing too.
and she's still trying to like do a speech, try to calm everyone down. Everyone sort of calmed down, even though a fight happened, a brawl. Lucian is getting hit, so is Ophelia by the
We
civilians.
shot him and everything. I shot him
We
and
shot him,
everything.
yeah, and then the crowd eventually like subdued, and especially when who was it the fear effect? Oh yeah, it was Adler eventually came down with um with Mokja and Roth,
Yeah,
and
lady, I
he
believe too.
yeah he did. You're right. Pale Lady went up ahead, and with her fear effect, everyone in the room got scared. So the civilians they just basically like pee their pants and bounced. Yeah. So last we left off, I think it was just the merchant, the party, and the gnome that's still there. I don't know if the gnome left or not. And yeah, and he was trying. And he's very bold. This assassin merchant, whatever the hell
Yeah,
he is.
he tried to stab him in broad
He
fucking
hasn't tried
daylight.
to escape. He hasn't tried to escape or anything. Very
Yeah,
boasty for a rogue.
it looked. I mean, I'd say from like what, because you both got pretty good sense motive. You and Lucian can gather from the fight is that this merchant's obviously more than just a quote unquote merchant. He
Yeah,
Right.
fights. He
definitely.
fights like an assassin, and that he's seems very focused on like trying to kill one of you.
Poison
Um,
coated swords too.
yeah. It was poison on the blade as well, so that like gave
Hmm.
in more to the idea that not
This ain't
only
no
were you
accident. Yeah.
somebody, somebody in particular is gunning for your party and trying to frame them, and then on top of framing them, trying to like kill members of the party.
Kill
Yeah,
member.
we
Yeah.
we realized that once he didn't run away from Pale Lady's fear
Right.
effect, that he was definitely at least more than a commoner.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, because I think she's up. Yeah, she goes this round, this turn, and her fear effect will go into play, which I think I already rolled for, and
Pale Lady fear effect only works on low level people, or it could work on anyone.
It works
um
on 4 hit die and below.
yeah,
Okay, so
so three if they have 3 hit dice or lower, she's 7 hit dice. They'll if they fail to save, they flee, as if frightened.
Mm.
If they
okay.
fail by 5 or more, then they're I think they're like I think they're shaken if they pass. Otherwise they would flee.
Mm.
But those that whose hit die exceed. Let me double check.
Looking for this, and I'm like, oh yeah, you gave it to her with the spell. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what? I keep looking at her sheet, and I'm like, she don't got this shit. And I'm like, oh, I forgot he casted a uh
I did mutate on her.
evolution
Evolution search.
surge.
Mm.
Opponents within 30 feet must make a will save or be shaken. Yeah. Um, if they're if she's 4 more hit dice higher than them, then they become frightened instead of shaken. So
Mm-hmm.
the commoners fled, and did I roll the merchant's will save commoners? I rolled 3 will saves. Why'd I roll 3? Is there a third individual there?
Mhm.
I rolled
Oh,
3.
that's a good question.
The last one was will save commoners.
Is the third one happen to be invisible?
I don't know why I rolled 3 will saves. Unless, and I typed them out too, so I know it's not by accident. Will save, will save, will save commoners. I don't know. Because that was, I only did will saves for 2 groups. I did it for the assassin and I did it for the commoners. So I guess we'll do the 19 for him and the 2 for the commoners. Well, I already wrote 8 for the commoner. They failed anyway. Either way, 2 or 8. Um, and he attacked Lucian twice. Hit him. I think I put down how much HP he had left.
Lucian hit him a few times, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I would help if I opened up my. Okay, that's opened up, and I need to open up. Where's the other one? Oh, 13. You're down to 13 hit points, Lucian. So,
Damn, from 70 something,
yeah.
he got hit with a
Um,
full attack or two full attacks.
he was getting hit with a bunch of sneak attacks.
Damn. How?
Uh,
But how though?
uh,
He had a move though. How did he get a full? And he don't got no one to flank with because the commoners left.
Maybe that's what the
No, no,
double
no.
will
Not
save us for.
while the
Okay.
commoners are there. The commoners haven't ran yet. This is the round that they will run. The Pale Lady's turn just came up, and
Oh,
she's
so he was being flanked.
Matt's gonna take. Yeah, he was being flanked. He was using the commoners as flanking.
Damn.
They were still threatening the.
Let me look at my spells. Let's see.
They were still a threat, even though like they were indifferent. They
Oh,
didn't.
Luna, this is important. On her one of her goals before, she Luna tried to put a stop to that creature, like stop it in its track,
Uh-huh.
and she casted Dominate Person on him, like one of her most powerful spells,
Mm-hmm.
and it did not work at all. It's not even that it failed save; it just did not work. So that's sort of like a clue. It probably juggled her memory a little bit that maybe this person is more than what he or she appears to be. Might
Right.
be more than human.
Right. Okay.
Given her knowledge or spellcraft, knowledge arcana, and all that. She's a
Okay.
smart girl. So.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
So
we come to the top of the next round where Pale Lady's.
that
Now
puts
she's
it
flying above
to blind effect.
the crowd, and
Hmm.
she was gunning for the assassin, right, or whatever she was trying to do.
And the guards were
Yeah,
alerted, so they should be here like in a minute.
she was trying to flank with Lucian against the enemy that was attacking Lucian before, and I remember you said she had double move to get into place.
Yeah, that's right.
So now that she's in place, I want to flank with Lucian. Um, actually, since she has reach, would I be able to move into position to flank um with Lucian, but keeping a 5 foot space between me and the enemy, so that way, when the bite connects and she goes for the grapple, she could pull the enemy away from Lucian towards her for the rest of her attack iteration.
Hmm?
I mean, it depends on. So she's trying to trying to bite at a guy that's adjacent to him.
Yeah, the guy that was attacking him, she wants to move into position to flank with him, and when she does that, she wants to use her reach attack with her bite.
With the crowd there, it's hard for her to get into a flanking position.
Well, with the crowd, with the attack, her fear effect should
Her
be
fear effect will
kicking
kick
off.
in, but they won't be able to flee until when until their turn comes up. And they're the last ones to go. So, um,
So again, so you said I can't get into flanking position?
didn't she do something on her last turn? I thought she no, because then the
She
commoners would have
double
ran.
moved. You said she double
Oh
moved.
yeah, yeah, she double moved, so she didn't do anything to turn on her. She's doing it now. That's right.
Right.
I mean, she would have to. Yeah, she would. There's no room for her to flank. I think that's why you had her. I remember you saying you had her flying. Um, and then she
Yeah, she
puts.
double moved to fly down there. Because the first thing that
So
happened
if you're
was
reaching for the
Adler
guy
cast the
that's like
spell on her,
dabbing
and then
out and
she pulled.
attacking, then he can attack him. The guy's got cover from the rest of the fucking commoners.
Well, why would he have cover if she's attacking from the air?
Also, that's what I thought. You are hovering in the air above the group,
Well, yeah,
and
if you say I can't flank, then
yeah,
I would have
okay,
no
yeah.
position
Then
on
she
the ground.
can. Yeah, she could do that. Yeah, then have her make her attack.
All right, so she has higher ground, so she gets a +1 from that.
You have a +10 to hit then.
Hmm.
What up, Dave? We got
We
Dr.
don't
Saw
need him.
today and
We don't need him talking
Dave
shit.
here. You know he will. The
That's
Doc is here
bullying.
too.
Bullying.
The one that was blessing y'all with those action points.
Yeah, welcome
Game.
back. Welcome back.
So I got a 21. Does that hit with the bite?
Does that hit this guy with the
Mm.
bite? Oh, I don't even have my shit open. This one should be open too. Whoops. Okay, there he is. Armor class. You said 21 you got?
Mm-hmm.
Does this guy have like a hex or anything on him that debuffed him? Was he debuffed or no?
Um, I believe so. His AC went down by wait. I know that Luna did a hex
Yeah, I remember her
Probably,
cackling.
and she
probably
cackled. Yeah,
Evil Eye.
It was the evil eye, but was it gotta do it to the
I,
attack or the AC?
I think it was like to reduce his attack -4 because he was attacking Sophelia and Sophia don't have her armor on.
Okay.
Was it that? I think it might have been that. And now he's attacking Lucian, so -4 to attack.
Okay. Then
That's the only evil eye effect that I see
all right,
making
so the
sense for it.
21 wasn't a hit. That was a miss.
All right. Well, did she have to move to get into that position? Because she had a double move to get there. Does she still have more movement before she had to
No,
reach
it's
him?
I she
Or can I full attack?
she can full attack because I think it was like just a 5 foot adjustment really.
Okay.
Mm,
All right. So I'll go
What's her
for
fly? Oh, she's got +17 to fly, so she's
tentacle for
good.
+7. So +8 for the tentacle. 20's a miss. And then another tentacle. 19's a miss. And then tail slap. Was 25 a hit?
That hit 25 on the hit. So that's 1d6 +1. Yeah.
Wait a minute, she has 5 attacks though. Only attacked 4 times.
5. She has bite, 2
Mm-hmm.
tentacles, and a tail slap.
Oh, it says max natural attacks.
Yeah, max action. Wait, does she
So
have
that
max?
means she has max natural attacks 5.
Oh, she does have 2 tentacles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
mm.
So
Yeah,
basically,
it's saying max natural attacks 5 in case you try to like give her a bunch of illusions to like stock up on her natural attacks. It caps at 5 because people were doing that.
oh, so you mean I could give some? I mean, she could get another tentacle and get another 5th attack. Is what you're saying?
She can
'Cause she
have
has
up to a
4 right now.
maximum of yeah. If you were to give her like another tentacle, like yeah,
Oh,
another
I so.
evolution that gave her a natural attack, she would be able to use it. But she can't have more than 5. So
Oh, okay. I was under the illusion that those were just those were her attack iterations that go up. So you're saying I have to get an illusion, an evolution, in order to get that extra attack. Otherwise, it's just a
yeah,
basic attacks
she
that
has
she
4
doesn't.
natural attacks now. She has her bite, and you gave her 2. She has her bite, and she has her tentacles for free. Then you gave her an evolution for tentacles, and I think she has her tail slap for free.
Uh
Um,
huh.
so if you were to give her an evolution to give her another natural attack, she's
She would
allowed to
have
use it.
5
But
max.
if you were to
God,
give but if you were to give her, I don't know, 6 evolutions with 6 more tentacles, like
you
she
only get
can't make.
5 out
Yeah,
of that
they capped
piece.
it at 5. They had to do that
After
because
that 5.
that's what happened in the play test for the summoner when they first came out with the summoner.
You're talking about because yeah, that's why I'm using the Unchained version. So you're talking about the regular version
No, even the
summoner.
regular version has a cap on it. I'm talking when the class first came out and they were playtesting it because
Oh,
Paizo would Paizo would throw out playtests for the classes, and then they would get feedback, and then they would fix the shit. And
Uh-huh.
when they first came out with the summoner, people were fucking overloading their damn Eidolons hardcore.
Somebody
A
made like
lot
a
of
hecatomb.
people were going
They just
crazy with the Eidolons. Yeah.
they just made like a shit ton of limbs and all got
Yeah.
like 100
Somebody would just
attacks.
gave it like
That's so
20 fucking
stupid,
attacks.
bro.
Like
Why would you do that? Anyways,
well,
um,
I mean, well, that's the point because like that was the point of the playtest to make sure that they would, they knew what limits to impose because they had to know how far players would take it, and then they
right.
would know what limitations to put on it to balance things out. So that was definitely one of them because people were overloading those natural attacks. And I was like, holy shit!
1d6.
Mhm.
So 1d6 plus
It was the
1.
same thing with the equipment. People were like, oh, I could just get myself. I'll get craft feats and I'll get myself equipment and I'll get my Eidolon equipment. So that's when they came out with the rule, like, yeah, you can put equipment on your Eidolon, but it's going to take up one of the summoners slots. So to balance that out,
Mm.
2 points of damage. Yeah, it was the same thing. Yeah, they placed this. The only class they did, it's crazy because the one class they did not play test, they just threw it out there, was the shifter, and of course there were problems. There was several problems, and because they published it already, they couldn't like rewrite it. They put out a bunch of clarification. They put out a few clarifications and I think a few errata for it, but that was it. Like a lot of people were like, "Man, y'all should have fucking play tested this shit and you didn't." But
So you gotta see Pale Lady turn around, like you see her spread her wings that look like they look like fingers, like bony fingers composed of tentacles, and in between them is like membranes, like kind of like fleshy membrane, kind of like a bat's wings, but instead of being made out of flesh, it's kind of made out of kind of like a thin kind of translucent skin, and she turns with wings that looks like that, and as she turns around, all of her tentacles flare open, and it looks as if like she kind of like spreads out and kind of dims the light in the room for a bit, and you guys see like the very air around her becomes like almost wavy and palpable with fear, and it spreads out throughout the entire room as one tentacle lurches out towards the assailant that's on the other side of Lucian, but the guy dived right behind one of like the patrons that was just hysterical in fear at seeing this otherworldly creature just floating in the middle of the dining area, and so she had to avert the tentacle, or she would have killed the man. And next, a bite came, and he did the same exact thing. He kept dodging in and out of the crowd, and she kept trying to. She instead of trying to get him specifically, she started using her attacks to kind of hoard him into a space. And she didn't care if she missed him anymore. She was just throwing out attacks at this point just to keep him lined and kind of like guide him into an area that would be open. And as soon as she saw his legs step out, her tail shot out, and there's like a barb end of the tail, and it shot out, and he saw it just at the last moment. It was too late, and it sliced right across his shin and gave him a scrape that cut through his boot, and then shot back up to Pale Lady. And she hisses, "That was close. I was going for the whole leg."
Mhm.
Lucian, Dr. Fletcher has given you an action point.
Oh, oh shit. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You feel as if the grace of Timora is with you in this battle. the smiling lady smiles once again. Um, so Pale Lady's turn. Luna's turn is next, and I think the guy passed the will save. Yeah, he did. He passed the will save, so it only lasted one round, but she cackled last round, so it's
So
it's
it's still on there.
it's on for it's still on him currently. Yeah, the hex,
Um.
the evil eye.
Uh. Are we aware? Do we know if it has any magical auras on it?
Well, do you is detect no one is detect magic on, or do you have arcane sight on, or because
I guess I could use detect magic. Yeah. I'll use detect magic.
okay, you cast detect magic, and for this round, you you sense the presence of magical auras, but it won't be until
Uh,
round 2 or 3 actually that you can see each aura on him and where they're located and what their strength is.
okay. So he does have magical auras. That's the part I needed to
Yeah,
know.
the guy does
Okay.
have. Well, no, actually, no. There's a presence of auras. It's a 60-foot cone, and he's in that cone along with Sophelia and Lucian and even Pale Lady. Um, so you sense magic auras, but it's not. It won't be. I think it's the third round where you know the location of each. So
Mm,
yeah, this is why.
I didn't know that. That sucks. Okay.
This is why. Yeah, you're gonna want to invest in arcane sight. So that's the spell that
Arcane.
Hmm.
is immediate. Yeah.
I,
Make it permanent. Make it permanent too.
I now learned something new. Cool.
Yeah, detect magic's good when
Oh,
you don't want to use a third level slot and you have time. But
damn,
if
that's
you're
a
rushed for
fourth
time and
level
need to know
spell.
what you need to know the magic auras immediately and what
Yeah.
school of
Uh,
magic's on them, arcane sight's the way to go.
Alright, it's a fourth
And
level spell.
I think it's fourth for witches.
It's fourth level for everyone.
It's third level for wizards. I know that because Claudius had that permanency on that spell,
Pathfinder
Arcane
gave
Sight.
it fourth level, so unless
No,
it's different on third level.
that's a 3.5 spell. I mean, I'm sure Pathfinder probably gets a
No,
version of it
arcane
also.
sight's third level even in Pathfinder.
It says
Yeah,
fourth level here.
Where?
for witches name. Let
I
me
just
see.
sent the link.
It's no, it's level 3 for you also. Arcane Sight. What are you looking at?
Oh, Arcane Sight. I put Arcane Eye.
Oh, I'm
Man.
like
Ah!
What you put? Arcane what?
arcane eye.
Oh no, that's something else. That's entirely different.
That's the one that
Okay.
that's the one that Quindamere has. I think he used it. Yeah, he did cast. Was it arcane? Yeah, he casted Arcane
Um,
Eye. That's the little
Yeah,
okay.
spying, the little spying device, the little magical
yeah.
sense, invisible
That
sensor.
takes
I
that
can't
takes 10
get
minutes to cast.
permanency.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
get
Quindamere used
permanency.
that to spy on the fort with the
Okay.
ogres.
So
You
now I
could.
know. Now I know it takes time for detect magic to work. So what the fuck is the point of detect magic greater then? Explain that one to me.
Oh, it's instantaneous. It's like that's the level
Greater
6
detect
version.
magic?
Arcane Sight.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
he's
no,
talking about
oh
greater
that's
detect
different.
magic. Oh, that one
Is
does.
that a thing?
Oh yeah, greater detect magic's actually pretty neat, pretty cool.
No,
It does a lot
I
of
never even
things.
looked, I never even looked that one up.
Yeah, it's a second level spell.
I have it. That's why I wasn't sure which one to use because that
Oh,
one would have been more efficient than regular detect magic.
It functions as detect magic, except that you can glean much more information from the auras that you find, and those auras can be found even after a longer period of time. You can detect a lingering aura for up to 1 day per caster level, no matter how strong the aura is. So, like, even if somebody threw a little cantrip in the area with detect greater magic, you can detect that aura still lingering there even after days. Um, Additionally, when you use a standard action to concentrate, you can study the creature You can study a creature within the spell's area and make a spellcraft check. In order to determine the last spell that they cast by identifying the lingering traces that the spell left in their aura.
So it would.
Finally, you're able to locate and analyze the signature flourishes in a magical aura that allow you to match a spell to the person who casted it.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. It's like detect magic, but it you can hone in on the specifics of the
Mm,
aura so intensely and so deeply that you're
okay.
able to you're even able to identify who it was that casted it.
Well, okay.
Mm.
I now know that for the future. Got it.
You can you must spend in order to find these identifiers in a spell's aura, you must spend one round focusing on that spell. Make an Arcana check against the caster, and once you learn a caster's set of identifiers, you can remember them as easily as a face or a voice. You can recognize this signature if you succeed at spellcraft when later identifying a spell to determine whether or not that spell was cast by the same individual.
Mm.
The spell
I don't get
can
permanency.
the spell Greater Magic Aura can obscure. Oh, okay, that's something else. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's like you cast that and you can look at an aura and then you can identify the signatures that are left in that magic, and then if it can if it you can um
Forever. You track that man forever.
right.
And
Right.
it
So
would take
so
like
so
it
say
was
say
take,
say you knew, I don't know,
You can't cast a
um
spell around you and not know he's there.
say Adler casted a spell and you casted detect magic on his spell and you pass the check, you're able to identify like
Mm.
the signatures that he leaves in his magic. And then say you find another aura later on or whatever, and you cast detect greater detect magic, and you successfully identify those signatures. If Adler's signatures are on there, you would immediately recognize. You'd be like, oh, this is the spell that Adler casted. And if it's not Adler's signature, you'll be able to identify, okay, this is not Adler's, this is somebody else that casted it.
Mm.
That's what's cool about the spell. It's like great.
That's so
It's like detect magic, but it gives you more information.
right.
Good spell for detective work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's basically what it's
Mm-hmm.
good. Yeah, literally what it's good for
Yep.
is like detective work.
okay, so we could use that eventually. Okay. All right. Um I guess that's my standard. Um and then I'll spend my move to continue to extend Evil Eye.
All right, evil eye is on.
Can Luna
Round
question?
on.
Can Luna change what the bonus from the evil eye to something else if she
I'd
wants
have
to
to
right now
cast
or
it.
no?
I'd have to cast it again.
Oh,
You
you have
have
to
to,
do it again. Ah,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
standard action.
that's kind of
Evil
the
eye again.
bonus and downside is that I can cast it more up to like 4 times, and each one would affect one stat. So I can cast it once against AC, another one against attack, and they will all stay on that individual target.
The
Mm.
penalty at the moment is -4, right? -4.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Lewis. It's the merchant's go, and the merchant gets a -4 to attacks. Just so you remember,
Yep.
because Lucian's gonna need that.
Mm-hmm.
And no full
Yeah.
attack. There's no flanking foes. Should we just be one attack if any? And then if it's smart, she try to escape.
Let's see. We have armor class of okay, 23, and he got a -4 to attack. So let's drop that attack. Um, so he gets a full attack. Who was he going? I think he kept going after. That's right. He's going after Lucian because he got tired of
The
why the heck?
bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Got
tired
tired
of
of the
the
bullets, and he
bullets.
got tired. Why my thing reset just now? Got tired of the bullets. Got tired of the Sophia constantly healing her. She kept healing herself. Every time he dealt a ton of damage, she would heal most of it back. So it was like all right, fuck this. I'll deal with her later. She's not doing anything but protecting this gnome anyway. So I'm gonna go after the guy that's actually fucking hitting me.
Yeah,
There you
you're
go.
going after that.
All right.
No sneak attack unless it's doing feint or some shit like that.
Ooh,
Mm.
eat that.
Is it a fumble?
I thought the 8 right after that
Yeah.
was a fumble. Isn't the oh that was a
The
punt.
one.
I rolled attacks. I rolled the first and
Gotcha.
second attack. I'm now rolling the fumble. Not a fumble, and both attacks did miss.
Okay,
Um,
yeah,
you
good.
notice that he goes to stab out with the short sword, but caught off balance from trying to dodge so many of Pale Lady's attacks come at him that when he tried to stab at Lucian, he was busy trying to keep his balance, not keep himself from falling from on the floor. Um, as he catches his balance, he thinks he sees another opening against Lucian, and he goes to stab out towards him again, only for Lucian to swerve his waist, and as he does so, the blade like stabs into his it stabs into his studded leather, but doesn't pierce through it. So the armor blocked it. Not studded leather. You're wearing a paint shirt, aren't you? Yeah, mithril. You're wearing mithril.
Miserable. Mm-hmm.
Mithril. Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
got so yeah, you got stabbed like
that's dope.
Frodo, and nothing happened.
Frodo. Yeah,
It's like, oh shit. That's
that's
nice.
pretty good set of light on. Yeah.
Uh, it. I love that scene because it took me right to D&D immediately. Like it's mithril. I'm like mithril changed stuff. I see that. Um.
um,
So he then what he does, he kind of positions himself. Actually, no, he can't because the commoners are still in his way. They haven't ran yet. His turn's done. He doesn't do anything else after the full attack. So Lucian, you're up. Still nowhere, still nowhere for you to go unless you decide to tumble past the commoner, get away from
um,
being in melee with the guy, which wouldn't be a difficult thing for him to do.
all right. Lucian pulls out the
Because I think loading, yeah, it's like loading the firearm definitely. I think you do you
y-
provoke loading a firearm or I don't remember
yeah. You
what you
provoke
do. Yeah,
loading a firearm in
I don't
melees
remember if he had something
if
that
you don't have
actually.
no.
Okay, so yeah, he would
No,
provoke loading the firearm, trying to shoot at this guy right now since he's like in his face.
no, I thought
He
I didn't I
could.
back up from him.
He was surrounded by commoners. That's why he kept. That's
Uh,
why he was on you so much because you couldn't. Because you were.
mm,
There was so many commoners in the way,
uh,
like surrounding you. There was you
are
would
we
have to
on a
tumble
map?
through.
Am I bugging? I think we're on a map. My
No, no, no,
fault.
no. We're doing in the doing
Um,
mind's eye
if
theater of the mind for this
yeah,
fight.
yeah. Mm.
That's Samuel's favorite type of encounter.
If so you see Lucian fumbling the machina blew up, right? I jammed that, right? So you see Lucian fumbling with
Yeah, the
the
pistol is in a broken condition. It can still be
yeah.
used, but -2 to the attack, and um,
You, you see Lucian fumbling with the with the machina trying to get it to work again, and it's like, oh fuck. And he puts it back in the holster. And can I do a full withdrawal? Can I do a withdrawal?
yeah, you can do a withdraw. Um,
Mhm.
I would say just make a tumble check, get past the commoners, and he's good to go.
Oh, all right.
He won't have to make one. He won't have to make one against the merchant guy because since you're using withdraw,
Lucian
you
dives out the
unless
way
you're
and he's
heavily
like,
would, yeah, you want to probably try to get it and heal
he's like,
yourself somewhere.
Lucian's hurt bad. He jumps out the way
Plus, the rest of the party's
and he
there,
goes
so
he goes to dive over a table and was it
Make the check.
Get up, dog.
yeah.
Should have plus 15. Yeah, plus 15. All right. You successfully tumbled past the commoner, and who's like kind of frozen, who's kind of frozen for a couple of moments at like the the horror abomination flying in the air that's swinging terrifying flailing limbs. uh but yeah, you're able to get past them and you're able to withdraw. You could either like head out, you could either head out the door. Actually, yeah, that would be his bet because there's some commoners in the way towards the tap room. He could head out the door of the crooked house and around the corner of it, outside out in the street. If he wanted to go that far, he can go up to 60 feet. He could double move. Hello? Did I cut out?
Yeah,
No,
I
I
hear
hear
you.
you.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I'm just
All
gonna
right.
double get the fuck out the way,
Turn
and then dive. You
one.
see him kind of, you see Lucian kind of dive over a table and land on the other side of the table, flip the table over, and hides for a second as he tries to heal himself.
Yeah.
Medic,
So
medic.
yeah, your characters are
All
aware
right.
he's going going to go tend to his
He'd be
wounds
like,
right now. Um, which is cool because the rest of the party's there anyway. Which we go to Raw. Um,
it's kind of funny because Lucian is a trench fighter. Get it? Medic going in there.
Ross is gonna delay because
Yeah.
he was trying. Well, he was originally he had a bad roll. He was trying to bull rush a bunch of commoners out the way, and he would have succeeded and would have been fun to see, but he failed his second roll and couldn't do it. So instead of trying to shovel the commoners, and he sees Pale Lady flailing about and the commoners freaking out, he's gonna delay to see what the commoners are gonna do, and with the commoners gone, he'll take his action right after them. So he's delaying with Mockjaw. We go to Sophia.
I froze there for a second. What happened with Roth? What did he do?
He's delaying. He doesn't. He sees Pale Lady flailing her attacks out, and the commoners looking scared. So he's delaying to see if the commoners are gonna flee. Because once they flee, then he's gonna take his turn with them out the
Oh,
way.
understood. Sophilia's gonna take a 5 foot step, and she's gonna full attack the merchant. She's gonna use a swift action to cast a prayer, divine fortune.
Oh, swift action, divine fortune. Okay.
Uh-huh. She last go, she used divine bond as a standard action to make her masterwork dagger +1 enchanted weapon, and also added the mercy enchantment, which basically makes her all her attacks with the dagger subdual damage instead of lethal damage.
Mm.
Got it.
Okay, so first attack. And she's flanking probably, right? So that'll be 20 total.
But no, she's not flanking with anybody. There's a bunch of commoners around still, so none of the party members except for Lucian. Lucian was there, but he had a bounce to go
Oh yeah, he
move.
left.
So it's just her on the floor.
Cannot flank with Pale Lady. Either.
Roth is by the base of the stairs with Mocktra behind him. Pale Lady's the one that's flying above, and Luna's behind. I think Luna and Adler are behind. Um, did Adler get to the stairs, or is he still in the hall or in the room? Thought he did something.
Adler was
I thought it
still
was
in
in the
the hall
cocoon.
Because what happened was
Oh,
he was able to do um he was able to do mutate on Pale Lady, and then she double moved, but he was only
gotcha.
able to move after that.
Okay,
And
yeah, yeah.
so the next turn after that, he'll be
So it's
I
just
think
yeah,
he
Luna.
casted invisibility with his next turn.
Luna's on the stairs, behind Roth.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
behind Roth and Mockjaw. So yeah,
All
the
right.
18 is you go to attack. Um, weren't accurate enough, and the enemy had sensed you and turned around and like dodged to the side. He did like a spin to face. He did like a spin dodge and then turned to face you.
Then before she takes her second attack, she goes to him and goes like, "You shouldn't turn your back on me. Our battle is not over." And then she gives him like a gleeful, like defiant look as she readies to take a second attack, and then she also continues saying, "This is no accident. What is your purpose here?" And then she takes another stab.
Ooh, go stab at him
Uh,
again. He's like,
yeah, it's almost like she's fainting, like not, I guess, while she's like focusing on trying to communicate.
if you swinging at him trying to connect, Adler, you're up.
You're muted if you're talking.
So saying Adler, even the hallway. So come out of the hallway, and with his standard action, he will go invisible.
Yes, invisibility.
And then I would move down on the ground floor if I have
Get
any
out of this
movement,
action point.
trying to get closer to where Sophelia is.
Okay. A lot of people in the way. Um, as you're right now behind Luna, pretty crowded.
Mm.
So you stop behind her. But the commoners, as soon as you stop behind her, trying to figure out like how to get down there to help, and it looks like you might just only have the room to assist from where you're at. Um, the commoners all begin to flee.
Stampede.
Right. Lucian, you see them. Lucian, as you had flipped over one and ran around around the outside the door and around the corner, it wasn't long before a whole bunch of the patrons and visitors and friends of Tarquin were running out the door. Like,
Mm.
no, that monster's dangerous. What the hell is that thing? I'm not messing with that. Get the city watch. Where are they?
I don't blame them. Like, I'm surprised they even still sat in the tavern while Pale Lady walked in the first place. Okay, that shit's wild to me.
Which now triggers, I guess, Roth's turn with the commoners out the way. Roth is like, finally.
Finally!
He's like,
I already
finally,
know. It's gonna start with finally. I already know, bro.
finally, those fools out of my way now for the real battle. He gets to now move into a. Oh wait, yeah, we gotta group up on this one, cause. Okay, it's his turn. So the command, man, he's got so much shit with this fucking dog.
Yeah, good
Um,
luck. If it makes it easier,
You
Lou, just make like
get the dog in
if it make
position to flank with
if
him, and
if it makes
then
it easier, Lewis, just do like a little like regular blank scale. Like a white piece of paper with grids. That's it, and just put us there. If it gives you like a better visual, and you don't
yeah,
have to put like the fancy
No,
Nah,
I
buying
know.
he's not concerned about that. He's more concerned about what he wants to do with Mukta because there's
Yeah,
so many
just put
options.
put
Oh,
Mockja.
He's
No,
gonna
just
that's
put
that's
Mockja in the position to eat
command.
him.
He's command.
that's
No, I
no.
know. He's commanding Mockdraw
Yeah, that's what normally
to
happens.
come with him to attack this enemy. Roth is gonna flank with Sophelia. He's gonna have Mockdraw use. I'm gonna have him use one of his skirmisher tricks. Gonna have
Oh,
Mockdraw use hobbling attack.
What is that?
If
see, never seen
she
it before. Nope,
No, no,
if
you.
nope.
He's
she
right. He's right. He's
if she hits with this attack, the enemy's land speed is reduced by half for 1d4
Oh,
rounds. So
okay.
Oh, that's
they
good. So that's a
so
get away. That's
you're
smart.
not telling me
yeah.
Good
that
job,
this
Roth.
mother.
Good
You're
job,
not.
Roth.
Roth is
You're
gonna
not
make
telling
sure
me
this guy's not gonna get away that easily.
That's
So
right.
he was sitting on that this entire bro. I'm not winning.
Yeah,
I don't
never
We
seen
don't we
that.
don't we don't want to
Never
kill him,
seen
but
it.
we don't want this. We don't want this person to escape either. That would suck
What
because
about
we're like
what about
we
when
don't
we
know
were
what's
in the
going on.
You got a
crowd?
lot. You got a lot of dope. A
Why
lot
didn't
of
you
dope
use that when
tricks.
we were in the crowd and the
Yeah,
guy stole his gun, bro?
a lot of
Oh
questions.
yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
what
That's true. When I fell on Makina, yeah, that would have been good.
he's
Chicken,
also
chicken matcha.
he's also gonna use another skirmisher trick. I know he's gonna be like, "Why are you
Oh,
using all my tricks?"
oh,
No,
This guy y'all have been doing his homework, man. He's been doing
um,
his homework.
or maybe Roth
here we go.
does Roth have something that I think Roth he's got his blade out.
man. Watch Lucian take his gun and goes, that's a Lucian problem.
He's gonna use not
Yup.
vengeance strike. He's gonna use upending strike as well. So when Mockdraw hits, not only will the and if Mockdraw hits, not only
That is
will
a
the
conjure trip.
enemy be
Oh, she could trip it.
yeah,
She could trip it.
you trip it,
That's very
and
smart.
if she yeah, if, or it's before the melee attack. So he's
Can't
gonna
fucking breathe.
That's crazy.
Roth is gonna want to make sure that
Oh,
Mockdraw
that's a free action too.
actually
Mm,
hits.
Man,
imagine that.
we 9 levels in.
You're gonna have Roth like
Oh,
made a mother.
He's gonna yeah, he's gonna but his aid
yeah,
another
and do
only adds plus
need
2, or
Plus,
another
does he have
it's
and
in,
yeah,
it's in a +4
I
without
think he has
Sophie
a
that he
feat
had.
that's plus
But
4.
yeah.
it's only Mokta that gives other people +4.
Haven't made another.
Well,
Have
Super
No,
made
Pel,
another,
It's
bro.
only Mockdraw that gives
Bodyguard.
the plus
It's only
4.
Mokta. It's only Mokta,
Got
yeah. But
19 different
Bodyguard, what
skirmisher
else?
tricks. Yo, that shit is crazy. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Mokta's tricks. She's like a
What's her attack?
battlefield
Yeah,
Plus
controller.
yeah.
she'll
Look at him.
have
Look at him. Look at
you
all
know
of
She
them.
what?
like a
So here's
she
what
like
he
a monk.
does. You know what? Here's what
This
he
shit is
does then.
intense.
Here's what he does. He'll have it he'll command Mockdraw to be the one flanking with Sophelia. He's just gonna be a
sweet.
Jake
Mm,
fighter. So he
mm.
moves into position and leaves room for Mockdraw to go flank with Sophelia. Moves to position, readies an action to aid another Mockdraw. Um, Mockdraw goes. He moves over into the position. Raw. Does somebody want to roll his aid another? One d
I got it.
twenty. Um, and
That's
then if
what.
somebody wants to roll for
Oh,
Mockdraw's attack, he should have um
Give it 20.
plus 15 to hit this guy.
this man has. I'm sorry.
Do it, I guess.
There's the first one.
I'll roll it.
You sure I can do it?
Yo, you do it. You know what? Because if you fail it, I don't want it to be my
Ooh.
fault. Ooh.
I didn't put any flanking bonus there.
No, that is with the
Oh
flanking
wait.
bonus.
Oh, you did that already now.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I'm
she
trying to get
misses
all these
that attack.
I'm trying to
20
get all these
was
old
a
rolls out.
miss,
I rolled two,
unfortunately.
two, five.
I really thought she was going to
She
get
gets
that one.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Hanging attack.
They use
Tried.
that. Yeah, it was pretty smart actually. If that would have worked, it would have been clutch.
All right, so now it's
Next
round 5. Pale Lady's turn.
Damn, 5 rounds.
Hell, lady.
Strong ass merchant, bro.
Do you see?
Now
Yeah.
that the pedestrians are out of the way, Pale Lady would
Merchant
charge
worth 20K in XP and shit.
charge the merchant from a flanking position with Sophelia and go for that bite attack.
I'm gonna see if I can limit his vision next go.
Well, no. with
Well,
Sophia.
limit that nigga's life.
She's flanking with Moxtra right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Sophia is
Oh no,
flanking
no,
on Montreal
she can move to a flanking position with Rolf at a diagonal. So she can
at a
flank with Rolf.
diagonal.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Or
she'll
like
There's
do
room
that
for
with Rolf.
there's room for her to flank with Rolf.
Nice.
like a like a cross, I guess.
Yeah.
Each
Well,
person
Mhm.
is
if we had it
like
on a map, yeah, it'd be a diagonal flank on the map.
Would it be a straight line, or would I have to make a turn in order to get into that square?
Where's she at? She's no, she can just land there. Really, she can just move and land there.
All
Or
right.
she would have to land there because if she wants to flank with them on the ground.
Mm-hmm. All right, so she'll charge into that
So
position.
it's basically like this. I'm gonna write it here. It's Roth here. Mockjaw. I'll put E for enemy. And Sophilia's here.
So the bite should be coming in
So
at
so
plus
Pale
13.
Lady will be like here.
mm, E stands
Oh
for
well.
enemy.
Yeah. 25 is a hit.
All right.
There we go.
Mm.
These freaking
Now,
rogues or Slayer, whatever
since
it
that
is.
bite hit, that means I could pull him out of position.
Did you bite him from a distance?
Mm-hmm. I bit
Oh, so
him from my reach distance.
you want her here then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, as soon as he got within reach of her bite, which would be
All
10
right,
feet
so you
away.
want her there. So then, all right, so then he got bit and you
But
pulled him.
actually, it would be better to kind of keep him in that flanking
Yeah, because
position.
then the group can wail on him.
Yeah. She doesn't need to displace him. But she'll just charge
Yeah,
him
she could
straight up.
bite him and keep a hold on him.
Yeah.
So he's
Mhm.
definitely not getting
Oh,
away unless he
Keep them
breaks out
there.
of the yeah. So the bite hits. You can roll 1d8 plus 2, and you guys see. I mean, you could describe what the bite does now, because every time your group be seeing Pale Lady with various evolutions.
mhm.
All right, so 3 points of damage, and I'll roll his
Okay.
fortitude save. What's the DC? He might have passed that. Yeah, he passed that.
Okay. Now I roll for the grab,
Yeah, roll for the
which
grab.
is at plus 17.
Yep.
Actually, it's higher than plus 17. I forgot. I was flanking
Oh yeah, it
and
should be plus 19 then.
charged.
Well, no, you didn't have room to charge. You have to charge in a straight line. She had to fly down.
Oh,
And, oh yeah, she had to fly down and on the other side of him. She couldn't charge him. So it should be plus 19 against his
uh,
CMD. And his CMD.
so that goes up to 24 instead.
Surprisingly, he was able to worm his way out of that on a
So
24.
so on 24.
Yep,
Okay,
he was able to worm out of there.
good for him.
But she still got Oh no, yeah, her turn's done because that was a movement attack.
Hmm.
Oh, she has constrict too.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah,
Ooh,
if she succeeded on that, yeah, she would get the roll more damage. All right, so three
Hmm.
points of damage so far.
upgrades.
So when so when the teeth came out, the lamprey teeth, and it went to latch around him, you saw that the lamprey teeth, as they sunk in, you saw this
You're up, Luna. Go ahead. I'm just letting her
you
know.
saw this purple liquid shoot out through like a vein that went like a tunnel that went straight down through each tooth, and you saw the liquid squeeze out of the tip of the tooth into the wound itself. So you know she's injecting some sort of poison, and that was on each tooth that was sticking out of like the lamprey mouth. So so as it pulled out, you could see it kind of some of it tried to seep into the wound, but this guy particularly was able to fight it off. And the pulling aspect of the tooth of the lamprey mouth, trying to pull it in, pull that same bite into a constriction. You could see the muscle kind of tense up, but unfortunately he slipped out of it. And she's done.
All right, Luna.
It might be immune to mind affecting. That's what I'm gonna make the guess. I'm gonna make that guess right now. Because you said it
That's valid.
just dominate person just didn't work at all. Like it wasn't like he.
Your spell
Uh,
fizzled out as if it wasn't. It was as if it was like an improper target. You didn't
yeah, it's
feel. You
immune to
didn't.
mind.
Yeah.
It's immune to mind affecting. Well, that fucking sucks. Okay.
Or it's not humanoid. One of the two.
Louis described that it looks like a human Kalamshite and some other breed, but you know, it looks human, but it might not be.
Yeah, there could be various reasons. It could be not. Yeah, it could not be a humanoid and just in disguise as one. It could be immune to mind affecting. It could just be immune to charms.
Or,
Because
or
it
maybe it
because it
has the
might
mind.
because
well,
it
it'll
might have a
be well.
it
That's
might
the
have
thing.
it might have a protection spell on itself to avoid
It's
Mind blank.
constrictions.
the
Mind
problem
blank comes to
is
mind.
that it's not a charm. Dominate person is a compulsion.
It might have protection on. Might have protection from good or lawful or anything any
Okay.
protection spell.
I'm gonna make.
And,
I'm gonna make it.
yeah,
I'm gonna do a
Because that
hypothetical
blocks
thing.
compulsion. So
that's true. That's a low level spell that can block all that. That's true.
and it could be made as a potion. So who knows? You probably
Yeah,
drank one
Man,
before the
this is
fight.
not helping.
yeah.
There's a lot of
Imagine,
reasons she's just gonna have to.
yeah.
this is not helping. Fuck. Okay,
And
You know,
so
okay, I'll
chat
say
needs to
this.
be getting old.
I'll say this. She knows it's not spell resistance. So she could feel when you guys are hitting spell resistance. I say your character can feel
I'm gonna make
them.
a
Your characters
hypothetical.
can feel themselves trying to like force their magic through the magic resistance of the enemy because that's what the caster level check represents.
So I'm gonna, as this is all happening, as all of this is happening and the battle's happening, Luna is kind of like analyzing the situation, realizes that dominate person didn't work. She's unsure whether or not he's immune to the compulsions or mind affecting. So as she looks and thinks harder, she goes, "Well, this will give it a definite idea, a good idea that maybe I'd have to use some different type of magic, but I won't know that unless I try it." So she begins to cast. Um, she begins to surround the assassin in a glowing green aura,
Mm,
and she is casting debilitating portent. It has no saving throw, but it has a
mm.
spell resistance.
Show them your power.
The green aura of ill fate.
Mm.
Each time the subject makes an attack or casts a spell, they must make a will save.
The will save will
And if they
be with the
fail, it
20.
deals only half damage with the attack with a spell.
Ooh, that's dope.
I
And
can.
if they
Okay.
make a critical hit, Luna can dismiss the spell and negate the critical hit. Yep. Pretty damn good spell. I got those are one of the
Very
spells
good
on my
spell.
those are one of the spells on my list. Shit.
Stop stealing my shit.
I have a list
Very,
of I have my own personal list of
I
nasty
don't want to
ass
hear it. You
spells.
stole lip stitch from me. Okay.
great spell to use.
You stole lip
Beefy,
stitch from
big
me.
melee. Mega
Not
balls.
the fucking what's her name? Mammy. I had the sheet. It was like these are the spells in her spell book. Plus, you can give her 2d4 random necromancy spells if you want. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm looking through some necromancy spells. I'm like, oh, this looks fun. Let me give her lips.
I'm
I
telling you, I'm telling you, didn't know that. That's what Lou does. He be
no,
looking at
no.
our,
That's the
our
thing. I
character
did
sheets.
no. The thing, I
Oh,
I
did
let me
forgot.
take this
I
from here.
forgot. I forgot Luna had it, and then.
no. I don't have it. I looked for it and I never got it.
Oh, okay.
No. I
I
brought the
thought
spell up and I couldn't find it.
that's right. She was searching for it. She didn't find a scroll yet. That's what it was.
Oh,
Um.
I sense a yoke coming.
I just
No.
need I
So
just
yeah, your
need to know.
turn's done. You guys see a green aura around the enemy, who looks confused, as if expecting something, but
It's immune to mind affecting
um.
as of
It
right
worked.
now.
It
So
worked.
it sees that it's surrounded. Sees Mockdraw, sees Raw. Sees that it's in a bad position. So
He ain't going nowhere.
what is he attempt? Is there something he can attempt? Hmm.
Keep
He
deducting,
will.
Luna. If the spell worked, then you could knock off from your list that um is not a protection from evil spell or any of that stuff
Mhm.
that it drank. So it has to be one of the other options.
Yeah.
Must be a non-human.
He's gonna try to. So that's gonna be three. Oh, is it four? It's gonna be 4 attacks of opportunity. He's gonna have to try and avoid.
Usually it's Rob.
Um, if he just decides to try an acrobatics out of the situation.
What about withdrawal?
One of which has reach and an auto grapple attached to it.
He could.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
he
the
could.
enemy.
Well,
Alright.
he could withdraw, and then he's only got an acrobatics past 2 people.
But
Yeah.
he gets less movement though
Crazy, man.
if you withdraw.
No, you go
Where's
That's the
double.
that?
trade-off.
You go double your speed when you withdraw.
Oh, you could double your speed.
Yeah, it lets you double. Yeah, your speed is double when you withdraw.
Mm, okay, I thought it was like a just one move action.
Then you get 4 times
Mm-mm.
if you run away.
Um. All right. So what he will do? Where's his feet? Actually, you know what?
Didn't Monkja have his speed?
No, she missed.
Oh.
Yeah.
He takes a different approach in this battle.
That would have reduced her movement
Seeing
by
that he's
half.
surrounded, but feeling surprisingly confident, you notice that his movements in the battle change,
Confident. Wow.
going more defensive.
It
And
sees
then
us as
he
pushovers.
and he tries to
He about a bankai.
out of these four, he tries to go after Mockjaw.
All right,
No, not
guys.
actually no, not Mockjaw. That's gonna give him a penalty. He does a feint on Roth.
If he doesn't have to roll twice, it did not affect him.
Ooh.
That's plus skill checks too, right? Or is it just attacks?
It's just attacks.
Attacks and or cast a spell. Or cast a spell? Oh. Okay.
Let me see. Each time
Um.
subject attack or cast a spell, must roll a will save.
The will save is 21.
So he successfully feinted against Roth, so he makes an attack on Roth. Has to roll twice, take the lowest.
So it worked.
Oh, I gotta roll the will save, right? I gotta do
Yeah.
That
that
roll will
first.
save first. Yeah,
Okay.
will save. Yeah,
I'll roll will save.
All right. Nice deduction.
yeah.
Let's go.
Ooh.
It's definitely a non-demon.
Yep. So as he goes as he catches
Your spell was clutch, Luna.
you see his movements change. They go more defensive. And he like goes to lunge out at mock draw, fake but is really using that to try and fake out Roth and like goes and swerves a short sword towards Roth's face.
He, he
But
got
as he goes to
bewitched.
as he goes to do that, you see the aura, the green aura around him like flare, real flare real bright for a split second. And as he blinks, he notices his short sword didn't go for Roth's face. It actually went far to the left and completely missed. And he looked confused for a second before before he dives back into like defending against any attack that's coming at him because he knows he left himself open. So he's like, he went back to like, trying to counter or to dodge any attacks that might come at him before he figures out his next move. So he missed.
So
Successfully feinted against Roth, but missed because of the debilitating portent.
so Luna, as she can sense that the magic did go through, so she goes, "Yes, I knew, but oh, cool."
All right. Uh, Lucian, you're up.
I'm
Lucian
gonna love
peeks
that
in
spell.
and takes a shot from the doorway.
All right, and you guys have that teamwork benefit, so the enemy only has a +2 bonus to its cover.
Okay.
Um,
+7. 5. No,
Make me
5.
touch.
Shit. That was very dangerous. Wow.
Oh,
Oh shit.
first shot.
First shot was a miss, and that's what the other pistol,
Yeah, that's what
and
the
that's what
other
the
pistol.
alchemical chart. Yeah, there's an alchemical cartridge in that one.
Mm.
The two, then that the the two's a misfire, so that pistol broke.
Mm. Noise. Noise. You see Lucian's second pistol just pop in half. It's like, what
Oh
the?
boy,
Yeah, it's a bad
That's
night.
money. That's money we
it's not
ain't
his
got to
night.
spend either, yo. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, that's it. I guess I'll pull out the dragon pistol.
Um, okay, yeah, your turn's done. So you
And
attack,
gum.
and then yeah, you throw the other pistol,
Mm-hmm.
and we go to Sophelia.
All right, so Sophia, he never replied back to Sophia, right? What she said before.
Oh, on his turn, he like scoffs at her. She hears a scoff, and he's like, "Ah," and doesn't reply to it other than that. And like then that's when he like made the attack on Roth. Like this one's seems pretty confident and brave to be fighting the four of you.
Right,
And seems to be so far faring pretty well.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia,
So
like
whoever this
starts studying.
guy is fucking good, is what it is. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
So Sophia, she starts studying the target, and she takes a move action and starts to focus a little bit on his aura, and She attempts to see if there's any like evil malice or any evil aura around him. Move action to do detect evil.
There is no evil aura.
Interesting.
Mm,
So
oh,
she speaks. She's like, "You're very confident of your abilities. I commend you for that. Taking us all four. I repeat again, who sent you here? What issues do you have with us? Perhaps we could discuss this, unless you want to fall here today as a brave warrior. I'll give you that." And for her, that's her speech, free action. And for her standard action, she's gonna do a sense motive to gauge his ability, like how strong he is.
Is that the? Oh, that's the standard action one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, the rest of her companions are there, and Roth has his powerful sword out and all that, so she's not really concerned about trying to hit him or anything. She just want to gauge, his skills.
All right. So make the sense motive check while I make. I think I gotta make a bluff check for that one.
Yeah, he seems a little very too confident, too cocky. She wants to
Yeah,
make sure if
right.
he really, she wants to see if he really is like OP or if he's just like bluffing.
Motive. Assess opponent. Uh, it's opposed by the bluff check. If you have seen the opponent in combat, yeah, you are seeing it. So you got an additional
Right.
+2 bonus
And
on the check.
he smacked her a few times already, and
Yeah.
also
So
Lucian.
so that should
She's seen him a lot.
be 27 then. Okay.
Mhm.
The accuracy depends on the amount by which your sense motive
Do I
beats
get a
the.
bonus for seeing him fight? I get a
Yeah.
bonus, I think,
Yeah,
too.
it's another
Yeah.
+2.
So 27 then.
So I gotta just make the. I gotta make the bluff. Okay.
So remember what she says. So when it goes again, to see whether or not he's gonna reply.
womp womp.
Plus, and you got 27.
Yeah.
Uh, wait.
Success reveals that your foe belongs in one of these two categories. Um, he is either a fair fight or a tough challenge. He is one of the two.
And the last thing that you'll conclude is, why do you try to kill the gnome? Well, not the gnome. What's his name? Tarkin.
And so Sophia assesses her opponent, realizing that he could just be as equal to them in combat, or just a somewhat of a bit of a challenge. It's either way. Um, she's aware they've handled far worse in the past.
Yeah. She,
Adler is what's he doing? Dave is like, Luna, stop giving me ideas for spells to use on Tuesday.
If you're talking, what, Adelar, you're
I think
muted,
you're
bro.
muted, Matt, if you're.
yeah, I don't hear mad if he's there.
Not at all.
Now I was rolling to see what spell I was gonna have Adler cast.
Oh,
All right. All
Are
right.
you doing
So
you doing the your randomizer?
yeah, randomizing. All right. So Adler, he steps. He was invisible last go.
You cast an
Oh,
invincibility last round.
yeah. So he steps forward and he reaches his hand out and he goes. He says, "I Lazen, void barrier," and you guys hear a formation of ice crystals, like a rapid growth, but you don't see it, but you do feel the temperature in the room drop quite a bit. And it seems to be coming from where the exit is. So basically, I put an invisible ice wall blocking off the exit so that this guy is trapped in here for this fight.
Mm.
Pretty good.
And after that, I move over to that table that Lucen turned over. That's just a conjuration ability. It should still be invisible since it's not an attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
And then I take cover behind the table. And then Atlas done.
Yeah, Lucian, you don't see it, but you can feel a slight chill coming emanating from a bit past the doorway. He's a he's he can't say he's seen it, but he's seen Adler cast something like this before. So
Yeah, he's seen the wall before.
but he's
Teleported over it.
did he? Or did he have see I guess he probably had see invisibility on.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah, no,
I
you
didn't
don't
have
see the
seen this
wall.
on.
You just that's what I'm saying. You just
Yeah,
feel
right,
cold,
right.
cold air like hitting, but you don't see the wall.
I was thinking about something else. Yeah.
Um, let's turn this done raw. Okay,
Oh,
so
with the dark tentacle.
Hmm.
Roth, and Mockjaw. Okay, so that since Roth is pretty confident that this enemy is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon, instead of focusing on keeping him from leaving, going to go to focusing on taking him down as quickly as possible. And since the enemy appears to be very elusive in attacking, he's going to want all the help he can get. Roth has on the bowls the bowl for the extra strength for him and Mockjaw. And then Mockjaw's gonna. You guys can roll Mockjaw's assist.
Hmm? Assist? Like eight another, you mean?
Yeah, eight. Yeah, eight another.
That's plus 15, right?
Yeah. And then he's going to.
28.
Mm.
He wishes he could flank with Mockjaw. Or actually, he is gonna do that. He's gonna 5 foot there,
We'll find a way.
and he's gonna have Mockjaw. He's gonna ready in action, an attack for Mockjaw, so that they both can be flanking him, so he can get outflanked. The target is treated as flank. Oh wait. Oh, hold up. When you and ally also both threaten the same opponent, then the target is treated as flank, regardless of the positions of you and your ally. Oh, he's got double team. He's got double team. He didn't even need to do that. So him and Mockjaw are already considered flanking him. Man, he's got. Oh my god. You got way too much
Yeah,
shit,
right,
Roth.
right.
Dude's got way too much shit to keep track of.
I
It's
got
worse
some
than
shit.
it's almost as bad as a wizard that casted a ton of buffs.
Do you want me to just use my character then?
Huh?
Do you want me to just use my character?
Yeah,
Tell me what's
Wait,
going on. I can just tell you what I'm gonna do. I don't have a map in front of me, but
Well,
I'm not working anymore. I'm just on Discord listening.
no, I know. I mean, really, he's just he's the enemy's surrounded by four of you, and
Yeah, we just trying to take them out, not kill.
he's trying
That's
to
all.
take him out pretty much.
Let's
So
take them out.
I'm since you've got
Just attack him. What's the problem?
yeah. Well, I'm trying
Well,
to make sure he gets the full as many bonuses as possible because he knows the enemy's being really elusive with getting hit. So making sure I'm sure Roth
He,
is gonna want to maximize his. That's what I'm looking through his shit to make sure I'm not missing anything to give him the most amount of bonuses as possible.
Has he been hit before?
Roth has not
no.
been hit. No, the last attack that went after him
Well,
missed.
has the enemy been hit?
So I could
Has
see power attack, furious focus. We could do that, and then uh, double
I guess
team
my voice is
bomb.
just cutting out. All right, I'll be home soon anyway.
No, I hear you. So he'll do that. 'Cause he's only making one attack anyway. He's just gonna do a full power attack then.
Why wouldn't Roth just grapple him?
because Pale Lady's already grabbed him.
No, she tried to
Oh,
grab him. She failed.
Oh,
yeah, I thought I heard that. Yeah. With all those bonuses, I'm pretty sure he could grapple him.
Oh yeah, if you want to grapple him, yeah, that'll.
I mean, but if he's already been hit before and he's almost going down, then and we want to like interrogate him, I'm sure we could just do a non-lethal power attack.
He's been hit a few times. He just hasn't hit. He just hasn't been hit by anything that deals a lot of damage. He's been getting hit for like 5 damage here, 3 damage there, 2 damage here,
Mhm.
That's because Roth never hit him.
and that yeah, that's what we're gonna get him to do.
All right, so have
You said
Mockjaw
plus
hit him.
12. Mockjaw,
Hit
the
him. Have
Mockjaw attack.
Mockjaw hit him.
Okay.
Have Mockjaw hit him, and you'll have Mockjaw trip him. Also, make it a upending strike,
Okay.
Yeah,
and then
upending strike to can't run away.
Roth like power attack, and then also put a um make that a power attack.
Yeah.
And honestly, instead of putting the bull on Roth, you should put
Furious focus too.
Yeah, he's got that.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I would put the snake on him because he's probably going to get tripped and provoke an attack opportunity. And both of those, if they hit,
Wouldn't it be a good idea? He
add
takes a
broken wing on it.
-4 penalty, subdue damage. What if he one shot kills it?
He won't. You guys said that he hasn't been getting hit for a lot.
Okay,
He's
he's
got to
putting
have at
broken
least 60 HP
and he's putting broken wing gambit for him and Mockjaw on there. Okay.
if he hits. If he hits,
Yeah,
All right.
Ralph might get it to negative 30 HP though.
So then we got plus
we'll
12
see.
plus 12 plus 16. He's got snake on, not the bull. So plus 12 plus another 4. He's a plus 16. Yeah. Hey, guys want to roll for Roth?
Flanking and aid and
Oh, I was rolling for Mokja.
Oh, you roll for Mockjaw. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So then we'll make that the attack. 13 plus the 15.
that was Mokja ate another. Who's rolling the
No, no,
attack?
no.
I
He's
I'll
roll
saying
have
it.
he's
Mockjaw
saying he's
just
saying he's
attack.
saying yeah.
Yes,
He's saying he just wants her to attack. So have
just
Roth
have
go
him just
first.
regular
Roth
attack.
can make 2 attacks, and then Mockjaw's
What's
turn.
Ross?
She's
Ross
gonna.
attack bonus?
Yeah, Matt is doing Ralph attacks. What's his bonus? Attack bonus? Well,
It's got plus 16 to hit.
so I guess that roll that I did for Mokja,
First
that'll be
one.
her attack. I'll keep the same roll.
That 29 was a hit, so we're gonna roll damage because that's the furious focus with like the plus fucking the whole shebang.
Gotcha.
So that's gonna be. Huh? It's gonna be it's a 1d10 plus a 1d10
Ooh.
plus it's two-handed, so it's gonna be 1d10 plus 20.
Right. 1d10 plus 20.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's yeah,
Nothing from
1d10 plus
one.
20.
Like you're
Trying to
from the bear style. I'm not the bear style. The snake. That does something else.
the snake was +2 on it's the snake is for him to get +4 to attacks of opportunity and
Gotcha.
dodge bonus too. So yeah, because he's hoping mock draw hits and then he'll get an
Yep,
attack
yep.
opportunity. So yeah, 1d10 plus 20.
Gotcha.
All right.
Only
And
5
Mockjaw
points
hit
of
too, right?
damage. And no, it's not Mark's turn yet. Roth has 2 attacks,
Oh,
so the second
Second
attack
attack.
for Roth at +10.
Gotcha.
21 was a miss. All right, so now 25. When Roth hit, Roth managed to connect. He has a character that's seen the Baptist sword slices across the enemy, despite
Mm.
the enemy doing its best to dodge the attack,
gotcha.
increasing its AC as it was attacking. That 29 still managed to hit. Um, and so Mockjaw moves into Mockjaw gets to make her attack with as an upending strike. So she has her +15 bonus to hit. She's uh she's
I'm keeping that same.
flanking,
I'm
or
saying I'm thinking
not
that
even +15
I'm keeping that same roll that I rolled already for.
because she's got outflank on. So with Roth, so double team, no, double team and outflank. She actually has plus. Uh, yeah, that roll you
Plus
got the
what?
13, so that should be +17. That was a 30. On the 30,
So
she
so
did
that's a 30. That's a 30. Yeah.
successfully hit, which means now
Hmm.
she can roll for the for her trip attack.
Upending strike.
Yep. Let me tell you.
Same roll. Plus 17 or
No, her CM her combat maneuver bonus is +11. She's got 4 from flanking, making it +15, and I think that's it.
And the bull.
Also, bull is on her. Okay, so then plus 17,
plus
plus
17.
17. I thought snake was on both of them.
All
No,
right.
Snake's
32
just all
total.
wrong.
So okay. 32 was a successful crit.
Mm.
So roll
Mm.
damage for her, which comes out to 1d6 plus 9. That's with the bull.
No damage reduction from the 25 we took from Rock. I expect them to have DR.
Who? Oh, and Roth hit? No, the guy didn't have damage reduction.
Hmm.
So you see like Mockjaw lounge into like the left like calf of the merchant, and she sinks her like canine teeth into it, like yanks it, and then pulls back. Um, and then
Got that
like you see,
Achilles.
you see the merchant like just like fall, and like his calf is like bleeding, like like where like the canine like penetrated, like at his calf, and you see Mockjaw like growling like "Arr," like awaiting like further command from like his master.
Mm. That's dope.
So yeah, the enemy has been knocked prone, and I think that's it. Prone, heavily wounded. Looks like the duo, Mockjaw and Roth, has quickly ended the elusive career of this assassin.
Mm.
For as he lays on the ground, Mockjaw having torn at his leg and ripped him up with all her might and knocked him on his back.
Snatch that Achilles out.
He things don't look well for the
She could pin
enemy.
him too. She like medium size, way bigger than a
Right.
regular dog. She could
Pale
pin him, get on top
Lady, it's Pale Lady and then Luna before I see what this enemy will do next.
All
So the
right,
two of you
so
take
of
your
him.
turn.
Surrender's an option. Surrender's an option. We don't kill people that surrender. Yeah,
We definitely need to question him though.
Dr.
a
Sartre's like,
hundred
hit him
percent.
hard. Dr. Sartre's like, hit him hard, Raw. Hit him hard. Yeah, that was a hard hit.
He hit him hard.
20,
plus
Nobody,
25 damage
nobody,
right
11,
there and shit.
nobody doing that route description.
plus 11, and then he has a -4 to his AC because he's prone.
Yep. AC drop by
Oh, I gotta roll see if it's fuck up.
Pale Lady might have tumbled out the oh no, she's on the ground already. Okay, no
She like,
crit
I'm
fuck
drunk.
up.
Okay, fuck up. All right. So I missed on the bite. That's unfortunate. So the next attack.
Oh yeah, I probably should look at his armor class. Okay, alright, I see it.
2 tentacles at
I guess
+7.
-4 to AC because it's
Yeah.
prone.
He had combat expertise, he pumped it up by 4 on his last turn, so it canceled out.
Mm, mm.
So 7 + 2 is on flanking 9.
That was the scripted tech buff with
Yeah,
like him being on
yeah.
the him
And then,
analyzing the fight, trying to put that dodge bonus.
and then another tentacle.
Yeah, 18 was a myth. The
Ooh,
damn
gotta see if that's a
Pale
critical
Lady
fuck up.
might have accidentally smacked.
No, it's not a critical fuck up.
Okay, not a good. I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say
kind of
swinging a tentacle
And
around,
then
she hits Ophelia by
the
kind of
tail.
change them colors.
Did the tail hit?
the 24, the tail slapped the head.
There you go.
Once
There you
again,
go.
the tail hits.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thank God.
So she rears up and all you see is a multitude of attacks as it looks like her tentacles are just shooting out
Oh,
in like
fucking
a
bats. I didn't
rapid
hit snooze on this. No, keep going.
in a rapid motion, a rapid stabbing motion, and she kind of like hovered above him for a moment. And while he's laying on the ground, you see him rolling side to side, dodging each like stabbing tentacle. And like one was like stabbed between his legs. He parted his leg and so it missed. And on that last one where he parted his leg so that the tentacle missed, the tail came around and stabbed directly into his foot.
Mm.
For
Yeah,
this one.
yeah, 1d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
4 points of damage.
Hmm.
Stabbed into his foot. He pulled his foot back, but it got him good.
Luna?
Mm, well, now I know that that worked. I will. What we got? 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 I am going to cast Shadow Mind. I think the save is will save. Let me double check. It is a will save.
Keeping base DC or you rolling it?
What is that? 10 plus.
Shadow
18.
Mine.
That's 18. What do we think, crew?
What?
I'm gonna roll it. It's the base save is 18.
Roll it.
I'm gonna roll it. Let's go. Damn it!
Ooh.
I
That's
thought by now,
good.
I thought
Okay.
by now the rest of us, took care of all the low rolls.
Nope.
Between Adler, Lucian, and Sophia.
Nah, it was her
I
turn.
the pale
Yeah.
ladies on that had
So
them
he
fucking
passed
low rolls.
that.
Oh yeah, probably.
You try to elicit a phantasm that will dim his perception of light and shadow. Try and convince him that the space he's in is dark. But he saw through that illusion as your magic feebly was released and didn't
It's
take
such a
as
good
well of
spell.
an effect out as it normally would have. It almost fizzled, in fact, as you kept the magic in place, which
It's such a
uh
good
yeah,
spell when it works. God.
Man,
which
he
made it
called
easier for
bullshit on.
his will to break through. And so, from the grounds, he makes an attack. This
What?
attack is a highly defensive one. He makes an attack in a manner as to keep as many of you at bay and from finding any real openings to him as he goes to try and stand. So he's basically full combat expertise and fighting defensively, which puts his AC up by another eight as he's trying to. And then he move action is to stand. His attack goes for Roth. Um, from the prone position with -5, -4, -9, and then prone it's like -13 to hit. So,
Lewis. Lewis.
huh?
He's attacking 100%.
Yeah, he goes to attack Roth, and I know he's got Broken Wind Gambit on.
He doesn't get the attack. It doesn't resolve before Broken Wing, just so you know.
Until he has a +2 attack and damage against Roth until the end of Roth's next turn, or
Hmm.
until he attacks Roth, whichever happens first. If that opponent attacks you with this bonus, okay, he provokes attack of opportunity from you and Mockjaw. Yeah, then you and Mockjaw. Do they know that?
Don't you
Let's
have to use a
see.
free action? Don't you have to use a
He
free
did.
action if Roth
He told
go?
me, and he
Oh,
told me on his last go. Yeah, that him and Mockjaw would. He was using
all right.
this.
So
This
that
was
means
him
the
and
opponent
Mockjaw.
will also get a +2 bonus to attack and damage versus him then, right?
That means the attack on Roth right now has an additional +2. Yeah, but because he's attacking Roth with the bonus, it's provoking an attack of opportunity. Um, oh, it provokes attack of opportunity from your allies who have this feat. So Roth doesn't get
Allies.
the attack. Mockjaw gets the attack of
Mockjaw.
opportunity.
Mockjaw gets it.
Yeah.
No, Roth gets it too because of paired opportunists.
Paired opportunist whenever you are adjacent to as so you receive a +4. Enemies that provoke. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, paired opportunist. Then enemies that provoke from your ally also provoke from you, so long as you threaten them. So then they both get one, and they both get one with an additional +4 to the attack.
And Roth will get a
So
+8 because he has the snake on. So someone could roll that
yep,
and see if
somebody.
we can just get rid of this
Jeez,
nuisance.
Um,
that is super technical.
exactly right. I need like cheat sheet notes.
This is more bookkeep. It's like you
Like
gotta be like a
my
wizard.
bookkeeping as a wizard.
It's like
Um,
it's easy to forget certain things too. All right, I'll roll one plus. So he gets his attack opportunity first before the opponent.
yep.
Nice.
So
Okay.
he's got it's It's normally plus 12. He's got like plus 4 from the snake. That's 16. 4 from the
It's gonna hurt
attack of
from all this
opportunity, which
all
is
this math and
20. Minus
number
6.
crunching.
Minus 6 because of the power attack from his last from his recent turn.
-6 from the -6 from
Basically,
the
it's
power.
Plus
gonna be the
14.
same roll that you did before, except it will
Plus
be
14.
at a uh it'll
What's the
be
added
at a
bonus? Is that from
it'll be
perpetuity?
at a -4.
And
Wait,
perpetuity
not
gets an
-4.
extra plus
Sorry,
four
it'll be
to.
-6 for.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm
Does,
lying.
does he get an extra plus 4 to
It'll.
attack from perpetuity?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Not a -4. It'll be at a +2. So whatever attack bonus you had before, just add 2.
Oh, you know what? He counts as flanking also.
Yeah, it's the
So
same roll
that's.
as before, except at a
Hold on.
+2
I didn't know.
for the attack roll.
I think it's
I'm
plus
doing the
4.
math for you.
I'm double
Well,
checking the math
my
because
base
you put a
attack is
lot of
6.
math in it.
My I'm just saying it.
I
I'm
know.
just saying it so that you know what to aim
6.
for, so that it adds up, so that we're both right.
Yeah. 6 from
-6 is what I would have had if we weren't using Furious
4.
Focus.
4 is
But
8.
since um but so it would be at -6 this time, right? But since we have all those bonuses to attacks of opportunities, which is +8, it's gonna go up
This guy's
to
AC dropped.
+2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because 8 minus
Yeah.
6 is 2. It's not that much math, but it gets more convoluted if you're not paying attention.
Like 4 or 5 things to remember all at once, and it's not that much math, he says.
It's not. Remember, I look at the sheet every single day. You don't.
No. No. You gotta find ways to make it easy for us. Uh, they
I
increased the
just told you. It's +2. The same attack roll +2.
I'm double checking the wording because the wording on some of this shit increases 2 plus 4. Okay. So 4, 4, 8, 8, and okay. 8 minus 6, 2, and then you got another.
No, that's it.
Okay. So then that 12 plus 14, 26.
Plus,
That might
plus
have.
14.
Yeah.
All right.
Um. Yeah, because you roll for him, right? It was a 20.
Mhm.
So
Oh, my bad,
12.
Johnson. I hope you do money by rule.
What was
Oh,
that?
that's my roll. Fuck. So 24.
No, that's fine. Good.
All right.
24
Yeah, I just roll for rule.
AC dropped by 4 because he's prone. Add another 8. And
Well,
the
that's a roll for him. Any other bonus you want to
20,
add to that?
the 24 was a miss.
Okay. So now he attacks Roth, right? Or is he just trying to stand up?
No, Mockdraw gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh, Mock. Okay. So I'll roll for Mockja.
Well, technically, Mockjaw should have gotten the attack opportunity first. You would have aided with the attack opportunity on Roth with Mockjaw so that Roth can do the actual damage.
Okay,
So
roll
it
for
should
Mockdraw's
be
aid
if
then.
if Mockjaw doesn't roll a 1, then Roth should have a +4 to his attack.
Yeah, just roll for Mockdraw. Mockdraw aided. So the 24 is actually a 28.
It's plus 15, right? Just
Yeah.
making sure. Okay.
That's probably a little higher than that, but as long as she doesn't roll a 1.
Made the DC. Yeah.
The 24 to 28, the 28 hit. So you can roll damage on that one.
Oh, okay.
1d10
There we
plus
go. There we go.
1d10 plus 20. Yeah.
20. You can do it, Johnson, if you
I'm
like.
a fucking dead.
Nah, go ahead, bro. My bad.
All right.
I'm in the kitchen real quick.
No, yeah,
Grab
no
something
problem.
to eat.
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. No problemo. Oh man, almost max damage. 8 plus 20, 28.
Chunk them.
He must be really hurt by
Mhm.
he, he ain't trying to surrender, it seems. I don't know.
now. Right. Don't
Dude
worry.
was
Well,
prone
not
and took a chunk. I would
yeah.
gave up by now. I'm like, all right, let me
Dude
just
got
chill
the this
out.
dude this guy has the balls of an elephant.
But then again, he is a tough challenge, so
Yeah.
he believes in himself like that.
Yeah. I mean, he's not even that much higher level than us. Pretty
Well,
brave dude.
28 points of damage. So the gambits hold off because the enemy goes for raw. He didn't think he was gonna hit. He was just the attack that he made was to just try and with a flurry of acrobatic maneuvers mixed in with it. He was trying to um
Faint.
attack in a way and analyze his he's analyzed everybody's like fighting abilities and the way they attack and move and pretty much everything that all the fluff that goes with how combat expertise works. And on top of
Mm,
that, he's pulling back on his offensive attacks. As he's using them mainly for defense, so he's got fighting defensively mixed in there. He did that to keep you guys more at bay, um, and to find an opening to stand up safely. Fortunately, uh, the there was a flare of a Street Fighter special move light that shone in Rolf's eyes as he fucking countered. Yeah.
yeah, combo. Roth and Monte just did a combo breaker there.
And slammed down with the fucking bastard sword right on the guy, right in the middle of his fucking uh maneuvers, and slices clean into him, dealing what was that, 28 points of damage, right? Um,
Mhm.
28, which takes the guy to what's his constitution, which kills him.
Oh come on.
oh shit!
Come on. You should have pulled back. I told you. Now we're not gonna know what happened. Somebody
Which
turned
took
around.
him.
Lewis made sure to make us regret
No.
punishing in this motherfucker so much. You described
Fila
every
doing some
damn thing
doing.
about this guy except for how
I told you that.
damaged he looked. Except for how damaged he looked after taking 25 points of damage. Y'all notice this, right? This motherfucker was able to
told you,
say,
I
"I'm gonna
called
attack
it.
you
Roth is
guys
gonna kill
on
him.
the
Too much
ground
damage, man.
because
Too
I
much
know
damage.
I'm holding back." Truly, and then
I called
suddenly
it.
It's
he's dead
funny.
on the
It's
same
funny
the
because
same
they try to
flurry of blows.
frame me for murdering someone,
Right,
and
and now we're like, and
the
the
Inquisitor, ironically, is the person that ends up killing somebody.
right. This was gonna be the time for Roth to shine, to use his inquisitive
Yeah, now he
abilities
got to
to
go to
like get
jail.
to get the information from this guy who sent them and all that. That's what I was planning on having, like like asking Roth to help us
The
with.
irony is
I know it's
ridiculous.
crazy. I
No,
expected
this is
Lucian more
great.
to like
This
kill him.
is this is this is
Yeah, the
exactly
irony
this
is
is
too
exactly
much.
how the character is cast. That's exactly how the character is made.
Oh, come
The dude
on.
wouldn't.
Oh no, I'm
The
the innocent
dude.
one. It's the
Listen,
Inquisitor who's guilty.
I know.
listen.
You committed murder in Waterdeep, going to jail.
That shit is ridiculous. Yo, nobody would believe that. No one would believe it. Nobody
Everyone's
would be
gonna
like,
believe it.
whatever,
Are you
lock
kidding
this
me?
crazy motherfucker up. He did it. Like, no, I
Yeah,
swear, it
man.
was
I
wrong.
was. Yeah, Sophie's gonna be like, man, you broke the
So,
law, man. You
can
killed
we
this
get
dude.
back to the RP, please? Can we get back to the RP?
I'd be like, I
Oh
Not,
yeah,
Can we
swear.
we're
get
not
back to the
done.
RP? Like y'all getting
Louis,
mad excited for no reason.
not Louis.
You
Louis doing
killed
research.
somebody. What are you talking about?
Cold blood. Nah, I'm just
This is not cold blooded. This is not the
Who's
same thing
this?
as the dude who, like, let's
Let's keep it
say,
a stack.
stole
Brody
this
was an
dude's
assassin.
freaking gun and
nah,
ran off. If you
yeah,
would have
it was,
killed that dude, that would have been
nah, no,
unreasonable.
no, no,
This
it was
guy tried to
it
murk
was
someone and
self-defense.
everyone
It was
saw it.
self,
What?
Roth, it was
He's.
self-defense, man. He tried to
I'm
kill
not
us
worried
first.
about it.
It's all
You ain't.
good. It's self,
You don't gotta convince me. You don't gotta convince me.
uh,
That's why I said let's get back to the RP. I'm not worried about it.
yeah. No, no,
Uh,
I'm glad he died. I just want to make sure. I just wanted that Roth question him first and get things
Go
over
ahead,
with
Lewis.
before he
Go back
killed
to the RP. Tell us that he like transforms back to his true fucking changeling form, and then shrivels up and dies. And now we don't have evidence that he even
changeling.
existed. Whatever the fuck. Can we get
Well,
back to the RP, please? Goddamn.
it's definitely not a human. I was able to deduct that from the spells Luna was casting.
so Luna looks at Roth as he cleaves this guy in
As it
half.
dies, yeah, it cleaves into the enemy. The body instantly morphs, not
Oh,
into a human, but into what appears to be its true form.
oh,
The
And
form,
what is
interesting.
it?
the
She
form
goes
that you
like so.
see before you is it's humanoid in shape. However, the flesh, um, the body seems slender and frail,
Let me just get my
with
roll.
gangly limbs and half-formed features. The flesh is pale and hairless.
Oh,
Its eyes are large and bulging and lifeless. They are yellow in color with slitted pupils, and you can
can I do lay on hands on
roll.
it, or is it actually dead? Dead.
You go to check. I mean, you check
hold
for
on.
a pulse or something, and
I
it's
got
dead.
it.
It's dead.
She tries to because she don't got
Yeah,
healing
I know she
like
wanted.
Luna.
Yeah.
She, she's gonna do a lay on hands on him, and then
Anyway, to the like,
I'm gonna do.
yeah, and then
if
she looks at
she's
Roth.
to lay on
She looks at
hands,
Roth.
and he's
Yeah, she looks at Roth. Roth, what do you do? I said no lethal damage. Don't you see me using a dagger, and everyone else is holding back? What good is he to us dead?
What? What is?
Hey, Lou.
nature
While they're arguing, I'm
Oh,
gonna do a
I thought
knowledge
Sammy should say.
dungeoneering.
nature
I thought he
check.
was gonna say.
Out of character, I have never seen you attack anyone with a dagger before. In a
She is
real
attacking
fight
with a
where
dagger.
it's life or death. Two, I
Life or
probably wasn't
death?
here. I probably wasn't here. Calm down. I haven't been here for like the beginning of the session either for an hour, so I had no idea your
I don't think
goal
he
was
knew
to
that.
take
Yeah,
him
he didn't
lethal.
hear that.
And then
Yeah,
three,
you probably don't
as
know that
far as I'm
fact.
concerned, yeah, you should have updated me and tell me what the plan was. But it's whatever. The motherfucker's dead now, so
No,
let me
well,
get back to my
if you
character.
saw last week's session,
Roth
you would know.
says. Roth
Why should I
says.
be like telling you? The session
Roth
is
says.
recorded on YouTube.
Roth. I didn't think I was going to kill him.
Well,
Roth says.
I know the crew last session
Can we keep it
agreed
in
to not
character?
kill him.
Keep it in character. Let's keep it in
All
character.
right,
Let's
I
keep it in
kept it in
character.
character. Reply back to her.
I'm
She says like
trying
Roth,
to.
I'm
I'm
in
just.
character. Roth, why did you kill him? And she could see
Hmm.
that this is like the first time the crew actually sees Ophelia like upset as
This is
well.
not the first time you've been upset. Roth says.
Excuse me, this is not the first time I've been upset. What other time did I get upset, Roth?
That was me talking to you
You
out
really
of.
had to
That
choose
was
this
me. That was
you
me
really had to
talking to you
choose
out of
this
character.
you really had to choose
That
this
wasn't
bar
in
fight
character.
to show off
I wasn't in character.
your
That wasn't
progress
in
with the
character.
great sword when
That
we have
wasn't in
faced so
character.
many monstrosity before when you definitely could have showed off your strength.
That wasn't in character.
Our colleague, our
Oh,
comrade,
he's just
Adler,
going. Okay,
is
I'll wait.
being accused of murder. And now the only person that we could have used, anyways, she walks off and she goes to Tarquin and she's heals him back. I know that he was still hurt from that wound. So she goes and he and does lay on him again until
I
he's
want
fully
to
healed.
do.
When can Ralph respond? That's what I'm trying to figure it out because it just sounds like you are being by yourself.
No, go ahead, respond. She already said her piece. She's walking towards the no.
Nature checks.
Oh, so not dungeoneering.
No,
Okay.
not. Huh? It's weird. I mean, I could. Mm,
I assume because it changed shape that it would be, and the way you described its skin, I
nah,
automatically
yeah, no,
assumed
do
it was.
nature, do nature.
No, I was
Nature.
nature. All right, I'm out of that one.
That's because it's a monstrous humanoid, so it's weird.
You
But
said nature.
it's
Hold on.
nature checks, yeah.
Mm,
What's with you?
Let's go nature.
I mean, I could count dungeoneering, but you won't get as much info. Like I would put the DCs higher, so I probably would suggest
24.
nature if your nature skill is around the same bonus. And
Addy doesn't know shit about the natural world.
oh, then
He
oh, he
spends all
doesn't
his
have
time
ranks in
on
it.
it.
I thought he did. Oh
I
no, he
don't have a
doesn't.
single rank in it, brother.
So then he can roll
Una does.
dungeoneering, but I would have the DCs be higher since it's not exactly the same.
That's fair
Uh,
enough. Because
not
I got a
exactly.
pretty.
Because
All right.
I feel like this creature, which I'm sure everybody has a good idea. I feel like this creature
I killed Kai. Yeah.
would would fit into the dungeoneering skill. Also, it's
Really?
just sometimes I have
Yeah.
it depends on the monster. Sometimes I have them bleed into. There's been situations where I'm like roll Arcana or Planes check. Because the flavor text of the monster kind of like gives me
Knowledge
that
check.
information, right? Because there's some
Local
monsters
doesn't
where I'm
apply, right?
like, uh, some monsters where I'm just like, it really could fit into two categories. Like I could see this fitting into both religion and planes, or religion and Arcana, even. Um, so I will allow for this creature to be either dungeoneering or nature. Though nature is the preferred skill check. Dungeoneering is the one that's gonna have the higher DC. Although for somebody
Alright.
like Adler, it wouldn't matter too much, I bet.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll take the penalty. I mean, it's his forte.
Yeah, he'll probably still get a good check.
Bonus is the
Uh,
same. I just the DC is higher to learn anything.
So it's a what?
So plus 15 for him.
It's
Nature.
nature normally. All
Nature
right.
Yeah.
normally.
That
You got
plus.
next. You got nature.
So add a 7 to that. That's 25.
I got a 24.
What you
plus
she had plus
4.
15, Adler.
Ah,
Probably gonna be the
bless
three
them.
of you. What the
You're
three
gonna
of
Plus,
roll a
you?
1.
plus
Mhm.
no, I mean, I'm thinking it's an aberration, or is it just dungeoneering? Period. I'm thinking
I
it's an
think it's a monstrous
aberration.
humanoid, personally.
Oh
Monsters
yeah,
human.
that's right.
That's what I
It
say.
does
Yeah.
have that. So it's plus
Ow.
15. Plus 15. Sorry, my bad. Oh, I got numbers lock off. Derp derp. 15.
Damn. Okay. So
Even
the
with the
three of
higher
you,
DC, he still got it.
the three of you, and Adler, you are aware of this creature because you've from your studies you've come upon its some lore and he was fascinated by these beings because of mainly their monstrosity
Mm.
in their nature. Not that they are
Something
like
about them is
there's
like
something about them that's like that feels like
otherworldly
like
adjacent.
alien to you. The fact that
Yeah.
these doppelgangers
I knew it because I could summon them, and they're on the summon list for alienness. So clearly, there's some that makes sense. That's why I was able
these
to. Okay,
doppelgangers
gotcha.
are
That's the guy was
monstrous
framing you,
humanoids
Adler.
that make excellent use of their natural mimicry
Hmm.
to infiltrate humanoid society. They are not usually evil beings, but
I could attest to that.
they are interested only in themselves and regard all others as playthings to be manipulated and deceived. They are capable of changing their shape into a small or medium-sized humanoid and then can remain in such a form until it decides to change into a new one. They also have the ability to read the surface thought of others
Really? Was
Yep.
Kai able to do that? I
Kai
don't
was a
remember.
changeling.
Kai was a changeling.
Kai wasn't a doppelganger.
Doppelganger, the daddy version of him. Right. He couldn't do it, but
You
doppelgangers
have the
can.
you had the
Yeah.
blood of a doppelganger, but you weren't like a full on doppelganger.
Yeah, I was part of the Gruul family.
They are also as from the Grawl family. He was the
Fucking
Grawl.
half
He was
breed.
the Grawl from the fucking
Yeah.
damn. Um,
Shit, that's funny, bro.
as monsters humanoid, they also have the shape changer subtype. Um, which monsters that often or naturally can shape change usually have that as their subtype. They have dark vision 60 feet, and doppelgangers are known to be immune to sleep effect and charm effects. They cannot be
Damn.
charmed and they cannot be put to sleep. So I was waiting for to see if Luna was gonna use slumber on it, because then I'd have been like, well, nothing happened. Um,
Well, the dominate person didn't work because it was not a humanoid.
I had a feeling it was so. We all. I mean, I guess we all know this information, right? We all pass.
Hmm.
Uh,
Cousins to
Roth,
the faceless stalkers, or as I know them, the Valduvian body snatchers. Interesting.
see Roth. After he's like still after he like the follow through swing of him like slicing it down while it was on the ground, and then he looks at it for a second and he puts his bastard sword away, and Sophia is saying what she's saying, and she sounds very upset, and Rothas goes, "Hmm, I thought he would. I didn't think I would break him so easily. Then again, my methods are rather intense."
I think at this point in time, I would say barbaric, but
Hmm. Roth would look over at Luna and say, "Hmm, I guess a barbarian for a barbarian. It's pretty
I
savage the way he went about his skullduggery ways. Who else would have the audacity uh to murder? Is it skullduggery or is it called skullduggery? We'll figure it out later. Anyways, the way that you would go and try uh to murder someone.
would.
I don't know
I
what time
would.
it is. I don't know what time it is, but I'm thinking that it's still like in the middle of the day.
11
But with all these
well, 11:05
witnesses.
by now.
it's like morning. It's like
Oh, so it is morning, right? So
yeah, it's like early morning. It's like an hour
I would.
it
after
was
you guys wake up.
absolutely foolish, if you ask me.
I would. I would odd days to do such a thing. Uh, but more importantly, it seems to me that we are all people standing in the kitchen with knives in our hands, but yet we're still missing the point.
oh, we're being
And
serious.
then he points over to Luna's dagger, and then he points over to the uh the body
We have
of
to kill her.
the doppelganger on the floor.
Yo, where the videos at? Y'all back.
And after pointing over to the doppelganger on the floor, he
Because
says,
you could be doing this. You make me use my imagination so much.
"The point is,
Welcome to second edition.
Oh shit.
He says the point is, if it is a cousin to the faceless stalker, the Valduvian body snatcher, whose body did it snatch? Who's faceless now that it's been stalked? Who's the doppel of the ganger? It's weird how you guys are all just asking the wrong questions. Put the knives down and pick up spoons if you're gonna miss the point that much. And then he kicks the body.
Oh, that's right. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Only, well, no, Sophelia did. She heard Lucian trying to convince the crowd that it wasn't Adler. So Sophelia was able to. I don't think the rest of the party knows, but
All right. And
Sophelia
Adler's
is the only one that Sophelia's the
Roth
only
would
one that
say,
knows that um Lucian was trying to defend Adler about supposedly stabbing Tarquin. The rest of you
Lucian
just
peeks
came
his
down
head
the
in the
stairs like,
doorway and he's like, shit, I guess we'll never get to ask him. As he looks at the dead shape changer on the floor.
is the wall of ice still on?
Roth says,
And he goes, what the fuck are we supposed to do with this? And he looks over at
Roth,
Sophia and he says,
No, Lucian can't even say anything.
why not?
The wall of ice is still there. I mean, he can talk, but they can't hear him because
I'm
there's
outside
an
on the wall of
invisible wall.
ice.
There's an invisible wall
Uh,
of ice that's
I forgot about the wall of ice outside.
Is
All
he
right.
blocked off too?
it's
Oh,
blocked off.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to smash it down because he can't unless somebody casts a spell magic on it. He can't take it off.
I could dispel it myself.
Mhm.
All
yeah.
right, so you
So
cast
he
use a
dispels it.
third level slot to dispel it.
Yeah, that's 2 third levels.
Oh,
that's
you can't
crazy.
just dismiss it at
No, it's
No, it's not a
conjuration. It's
it's not a
real.
no,
it's not a dismissible spell.
It's here to
gotcha.
I
stay.
Some
learned that
spell
by
some
like deeper
some
darkness.
Yeah, some spells are dismissible, others aren't. They
So
run
the
the whole
others got it
time.
to spell, right? Gotcha. All
So
right.
I dispel it, and then he
She's
looks.
like,
He's still invisible after he dispels it. He goes,
So,
You broke your gun anyway. I figured you didn't want any more problems. You seem to be running out of luck out of nowhere."
He said, I didn't want any more problems, but we have so many fucking questions. And he's just looking at the shape changer on the floor. Shit.
Roth says, what actually went on here? Something about Adler doing something.
I don't know. You
well,
didn't hear?
Hey, lady chimes in and goes, "All this talk,
Lucian, what,
can I consume
what,
it?
Lucian, where, I heard you shouting back and forth with someone.
Can I consume
What
it?"
was it about?
He was claiming that Adelar stabbed the barkeep and was trying to get the mob to go upstairs and drag Adelar out of the room.
Hungry.
Now we don't know who sent him or what because he took a stab at Sophia in broad daylight.
I'm gonna eat it.
Shit.
Hmm.
A tentacle starts reaching out from Pale Lady and wraps
Sophia go.
around the foot of the corpse of the creature.
Some
Sophia goes to
some
the
Roth,
City
pale
Watch
lady.
members thought to rush in.
Sophia goes to the pale
Roth,
lady. It would not. It would be unwise if you consume that creature. That creature, the fact that it's still there, is what's gonna keep us from potentially probably going to prison. I mean, probably going to jail. He's our alibi. Gentlemen, ladies, I'll let you take care of the rest here. I'll see what I can do about the guards.
Well, they pile in because a few of them
So
that
Sophia
come
like
inside. There's like 3 City Watch members and a City Watch civilar, which is like a captain of the. And then there's a watchful order member, so they've got magical backup as well. 2 of them actually.
mm,
So yeah,
damn,
they come rushing in and
they brought the SWAT team.
they got their weapons drawn and they're looking around at your group and they look on the floor and they're um answer, what goes on here? And then Tarquin, because you just I remember you saying you lay on hands. What happened was during the
Uh-huh.
fight, his son like helped drag him like behind the counter during the
Hmm.
fight, so keep his dad safe. But he did wake up. He was, a lot of that wound was healed enough for him to gain consciousness and to recover from. Um, Cochrane actually comes around and he's like guards, and he points to the dead body. He's like they're innocent. They actually rescued me from that, and he points to the dead doppelganger. And so the city civil law looks down on the ground and inspects the body, and then the uh one of the members of the watchful order will also look over, and he tells the captain. The captain looks at him and he's like, "Is this what I is this is this what I see that it is?" And
Your eyes
the
do not deceive you, watchman. It is a doppelganger.
watchful order member nods in agreement with Roth, and she says he is correct. That is indeed a doppelganger. And
Although it's, although it was not our intention to slay him, but we did act in self-defense. This creature here, not only did he stroke the honorable Torquid, but myself as well. They can see that she's been punctured everywhere because she hasn't healed up all her wounds yet. You know, my
so
companion, he acted in
You could take a one
self-defense.
look at Lucian and see all the wounds are healed.
Oh yeah, Lucian
Right,
as well too. And
right.
and then she goes saying like, my companions and I we acted, in, self-defense here as the law provides.
It was foolish for it to attack alone. Clearly, it did not have nearly as enough information to know that Night Watch would not go down so easily. It is a
I don't think.
pity.
the
However, its body could not,
I think it's more than
could
that, Rob.
its
I,
body was not durable enough to sustain such barbarism. And he looks at Luna
I think there's
when
more.
he says
I,
that.
I
He's
think
not
there's more
laughing
at
though. It's
play.
just like I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
I like
I,
that.
godlike, but
I
I like
fear there's
that.
I fear there's more here than what meets the eye. I don't think their intention was only to just assassinate one of us or Tarquin, but to frame us. It looks like we have made an enemy, perhaps, in this city unknowingly.
so
Yeah.
the city civilar says he stands up and he
civil law.
goes um yeah, that's the title of
Yeah, what's the? How do you type it? And how do you spell it? Civil law. Yeah, never even heard of that before.
the civilar is a
Civil law.
let me make sure I got that right. Civilar? Yeah. Yeah, a civilar is basically like a captain or a lieutenant.
Oh, okay.
Fancy.
When Sophelia says that
Roth
someone
would be
tried to frame
familiar
us,
with that though, because he used to work there
Luna
as a watchman.
goes, "This isn't the first time we were tried to be framed. Remember? Lucian was almost framed for killing someone beforehand. Maybe these two are connected."
Huh. But
Oh,
You mean
With Lucian, it was with
it's,
the boogeyman.
doppelgangers aren't usually allied with the Fae,
Neither are
unless
boogeymen, but here we are.
eh,
that's
The
I,
that's what I mean.
the captain goes, um, this is
Roth would say,
the
"Quiet,
cap
and keep that to ourselves."
the captain goes. We do tend to have problems involving doppelgangers here in Waterdeep. This is it's an uncommon occurrence, but an occurrence nonetheless. Uh, it appears, as you've been stating, this one seems to be fixated on
Hmm.
your party. I would be very wary from here on out as these doppelgangers can prove quite a nuisance and surprisingly elusive if they put their resources to it.
Feel
We do have
Are there
there are
are there
there are crimes both from the past and and presently that can be attributed to these creatures.
Hmm.
So
are
you in the
they very
midst of.
active
Oh,
in
sorry.
this city?
yes, you can find reports on doppelganger activity.
So how do you know? How do you trust anyone then? If you guys have problems with doppelgangers, how do you know
Well, it
if one
involves
person?
paperwork and some investigations, especially with a member of the Watchful Order, and he motions over to one of the members. And if we have the
Can
time and the
we
resources, we look into it. It really depends on the situation and the crime. If it's obviously if it's petty crime, it takes longer to process than it would a much larger crime.
Hmm.
Well, this one was absolutely a failure. If its agenda was murder, I have a request, if I may be so bold. Uh, Civilar, I did not get your name.
Lucian walks over and checks the body.
Civilar, who? What's his name?
he never said his name.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
He says he is Captain, or Civilar, I should say.
Senior Civilar, he's been there for a while. Is it the same Civilar when Rock was working there? Does Roth already have a contact? Come on, Lewis. You should know my background by now. I was a watchman.
Civilar, I know. Ooh, it is where you guys here? I think you're in Castle Ward.
Wing it, Lewis. Wing it.
I am. I gotta wing a name because they don't have a name for every Civilar. So Civilars tend to be part of a street patrol. Um, so it's him, and then there's an Armor, which is equivalent to I'll put Armor, which is a rank equivalent to like a sergeant.
Okay.
And two watchmen. So the two
So it's
watchmen
like
are
the
actually out.
constables
So the
and
two watchmen are actually outside. It's the Civilar and the Armor that's there with a Watchful Order member, and the second Watchful Order member is outside with the two with the two watchmen. So they're like kind of like guarding the entrance and looking around, and securing the building pretty much. And then you got these three
hmm,
that are in here. He goes, I am Civilar. You may call me Civilar Grundorn.
Thundor. Civilar Thundor. Hmm.
Lightning and the thunder.
A pleasure. I am Rothscar Grimhow. In fact, I used to.
Oh, Lucian said he's checking the body. Okay.
I used to
Yeah,
be
Lucian's checking the
employed by
body.
Waterdeep as a junior member
Lucian walks
watchman.
over and starts patting the body down,
Back in
looking
the
for
in my
looking for
earlier
clues inside the
days.
pockets or anything.
These are my comrades in arms. Luna, Sophelia, Adela, Lucian.
Understandable. But okay.
This here is Mokja, my uh my my partner, and and uh and together we are called Night Watch.
Man, he gave it a whole
we
government.
are a we have been beyond we have been on many other we have been on many an adventure. Damn, say that sounds weird. Many an adventure. Uh, and um, it seems our paths have brought us back to Waterdeep.
That's
So
my first time here.
this is my
Forgive
first
us
time here.
You
for
been here before,
causing
Luna?
any undue trouble.
Yeah,
I haven't been here before.
Civil law, Thundorn. Uh,
Uh,
but might I be so bold to make a request?
go on.
If it's all the same to you, I would like to study this cadaver here.
excuse me.
I promise to do away with it, or should I say, return it to you. I'm sure your local coroner would like to study it as well. If you would like, or should I say, two birds with one stone, perhaps I might go along with the ones that would gather this corpse here so that we might uh, study it for any sort of information or clue that we might have missed. Can't have doppelgangers popping up and killing our law abiding citizens and tourists,
I feel like they've
can
had
we?
this problem long before us.
Yeah.
Boss
You
is
know, it'd
trying to
probably
like
help if
persuade
we
him,
could actually
but
question them.
it's
We're also
very
yeah, we're also just letting
it's
them know
very
that
Lucius says,
they're there to help against any doppelganger fucking threats, pretty much. So
activity,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
activity,
yeah, yeah.
right?
I just don't want to like. I want to
Yeah,
make also like make it not like how Sophia would do her intimidation, her persuasion, because he's not that good.
right.
But he's definitely trying to use that like he's trying to be diplomatic in a sense
So the
as much
watchful
as he
order
can.
member, she turns to the she goes to the captain. She goes to I keep saying captain. She goes to Civilar. Let me get my terms right. Civilar
Mm-hmm.
Grundorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to modernize this.
Right.
Goes to Civilar Grundorn, and she goes, um,
It's a she. Oh shit.
yeah, the watchful order member that's in there. And judging from her attire, she looks like she could be a wizard. You see several items of interesting note that are like adorned in specific areas of her body. You can make out a spell component pouch, so she's most likely a
Mm,
wizard. Um, like material component, not just in her pouch, but like other accessories that look like components within easy reach. Um, he
mm,
he goes to she goes Civil Grundorn. Uh, she goes. It would be wise to allow him that uh to do that as I don't know if you've noticed, but he's a Kalemverite, so his
mm.
expertise would be useful when it comes to the dead. And the Civil goes, yes, I see. So you serve the judge of the dead. Well then,
Aye.
this seems to be your expertise then, handling these cadavers. So what we'll do is we'll just simply uh make a record of this incident, and if you wish to bring it to us, you may do so. If you wish to he basically says, yeah, if you wish to keep the remains for in order to properly bury it, um, then you have our permission. We will make sure this gets recorded so there's a record of this incident and what has happened afterwards. We thank you for your service, uh, Grimshow.
Is there a poison made out of doppelganger blood?
Lucian, you
Luna,
find
speaking of which,
yeah, you can do shit
um,
with doppelganger blood. I know it can be. I know its components can be used for like
Luna,
potions
speaking of which,
involving involving like
when I got stabbed a few times by the doppelganger, is that what it's called? I felt like a slight how do I say this? Like a toxin that was like fighting my body, but I think I'm good. You might want to check on Parkwind to make sure he's not poisoned. You have a
That's
way
a
to
good
detect
point.
poison. Please check on him. I mean, what will
Lucian,
be the purpose of rescuing him and he ends up dying of poison?
Lu- Lucian, you find pouch that has coins in it. Inside the pouch, you see what amounts to a pretty fat pouch. It's about a little over 100 gold pieces there from the looks of it. You can
Mhm.
also make out a few Harbor Moon pieces in there.
Hmm.
The Harbor Moon coins are worth
What a deep currency.
yeah, what in Harbor Moon coins. So this guy walking around with some money because a Harbor
Mm,
Moon is worth 50 gold pieces each.
Mm.
Uh
mm,
oh.
high,
Uh
high
oh.
roll.
It's already rare enough to be walking around with platinum pieces. This guy had a few Harbor Moons on him, so he's getting paid pretty good here, it seems. And there's also another pouch, and this pouch has several dozen gems, valuable semi-precious stones in there.
Oh yeah, he was a
Mm,
merchant, right?
He's
probably
equipped
the
with
down
He
payment
was a
for the ring.
jeweler.
several daggers, about four of them, and you do find vials that appear to be poison vials.
This
Mm.
motherfucker.
The short sword is that he was wielding is masterwork in quality, um, and so is the studded leather armor, and he had two potions on him as well. And then the final thing of curious note is that the pouch with the gems, uh, he actually finds within that pouch, at the top of the small pile of gems that's in there, a strangely crooked key attached to a small keychain. The head of the key bears a unique design of a ship being pulled underwater by a huge octopus.
Mm.
Kraken.
Mm.
Can we
Um.
do a knowledge check on the symbol?
As you try
Maybe
to figure out what this key might go to,
It's a key
if
with the
it's
symbol
yeah,
on it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
which so for anybody here to identify it, if you got knowledge local Waterdeep,
Nope.
Womp
Hmm.
womp womp.
womp
Not
womp
specific to
womp,
Waterdeep.
not specific
Not
to
specific
Waterdeep.
to Waterdeep. No.
Yeah, them local checks, man.
Can Roth do ears of the city to get information to gather information on a question related to that? Like, what does this
No,
symbol like?
what he would have to do is he would actually have to somebody would need to gather do the diplomacy check to gather info showing the key around because ear I
Yeah,
don't think ears of the
Sophie
city
got that. She'll
would
take
do
care of that.
something like that.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see they would I don't see a specific I don't see anybody
If
in the city that would
that
specifically be talking about this particular key. Yeah, he's
Right.
gonna have to show it around and
So
actually, yeah, talk to
so
people about that.
did Lucian show that key to us? The rest of us? Only Lucian saw the key.
Lucian will hold it up. Lucian hold up the bag and he goes, he
She
was
like
paid well.
yeah. She,
And he
Sophia
holds out the
Sophia
key.
Sophia goes to Lucian, "Might I borrow it?"
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. He
And
hands you the key.
she goes and walk towards the Civilar and those guards that Roth is speaking with. And as she'll start doing her gathering for as of now. She'll ask starting with them five first. Hey, do any of you guys recognize this symbol on this key?
Right. So the Civilar, the Armor, and the Watchful
Since they're local,
Order all
I'm
yeah.
sure they got
Yeah,
knowledge.
yeah. They all have these three have local checks,
Right.
yeah. Summer roll.
She's a smart cookie.
Right.
Sa- Saving 3 6 hours right there. She'll get that shit done
Thank
right
you.
now.
Appreciate it.
good shit. Good shit.
And they got a wizard in their party. You know wizardess has
Oh,
knowledge local.
so the Civilar and the Armor, they're looking at it and they're like, the Armor is like, it kind of seems familiar, but I can't really recall. And then the Watchful Order, she looks at it and she's like, oh,
Mage, of course.
Right.
the
You-
wizard.
she knows everything. Not
She,
surprised. Fellow egghead.
yeah, you didn't even
Luna's
need to go
counterpart.
around doing gather info because you had three
The,
right here in front of you to help
there
out.
you go. That's right.
Um,
Yo, she's
so
good at
she
gathering
looks
info,
at
man.
it. She looks at it and she goes, yeah, I do recognize that. She goes, that key has the same symbol as a warehouse down by the down in
Awkward.
Seaward, and yeah, Dockward. I'm sorry. Um,
I got you.
so- she goes, that symbol has the, the key has the same symbol that I've seen on a warehouse down in Dockward. It's a place called it's a warehouse. It's called Sodden Hole. Um,
Oh,
it's got it's the same design as
Silent hole.
it's the
Pause.
same design as
Right.
several old warehouses in the yeah in Dockward. Although most of them had been torn down and replaced with newer buildings, but I do recall that there's one building left there. So she gives you the guys directions like how to find the place. She gives you like the directions and the name of the streets that it's connected to,
Hmm.
so the cross
so this place,
streets.
do you happen to know who owns this establishment? What operation do they run there? Is it a business? Is it a what is it used for? This particular warehouse.
All those warehouses, they would store cargo off of incoming ships.
I see.
She
Mm.
goes, I'm not sure exactly. She goes, several proprietors had bought the old buildings and made their own. As for that remaining one, I can't recall exactly if someone else had bought it or if the original owner still has it, but it's the only building in that area would that still has the design, the same symbol as that key that's still standing. Although it hasn't seen much use.
Hmm. An abandoned warehouse for some shady, a perfect place for some shady folk to hunker down and use as a hideout.
She um she
We will
nods,
be investigating that. I hope you don't mind.
and we will keep you informed of anything we might dig up from there.
So the Civila goes, all right, you can go and do your investigation,
So Fila throws
but
the
we'll
key
let you
back
know
at
that
Lucian.
we'll be
Thanks,
bringing.
Lucian.
The Civila Gundorn goes, we'll be putting that
Well,
in the
hands
report
go.
as we'll be putting that in the report as well that there's an investigation going and
Night Watchers investigating. Yes, put that down. Let them know that we will report with our findings. You
Be
are very
quiet.
busy. The Watchmen of Waterdeep are rather very busy. Leave it to Night Watch. Like Ron is
What
trying
are
to
we
like
doing?
get them to start
yeah,
to see us
Grundorn goes,
as a like a as a what do you call those people? They're like, oh, I'm a they're like a consultant. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
right.
Like they kind of like those like you work. You're like, how do you work with? How do you get so close to the investigation? Oh, I'm a consultant. You don't work for the police. You're just that guy that they like. Yo, we got this puzzle. Yo, call Sherlock Holmes. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like that's kind of like how I see Night Watch right now. Like, let us become familiar with Waterdeep like this. This is way better, at least for me. From Rock.
Private investigators
Yeah,
aiding
like
law
a
enforcement.
PI. Yeah, yeah. You like, we're not like with them, so we still have our freedom. We don't have to deal with all the jurisdiction. This is a way for us to like circumvent all that and still. It's like the Accords for Marvel, for
No,
the
all that
Avengers,
all that
but
sounds good
like,
and all, but we broke as
but
fuck.
without the
We
Accords.
we just
It's like being the Avengers without the Accords, essentially.
the Avengers weren't broke. We ain't no Avengers at all.
Tony
Oh,
Stark.
he said, he
I'm just
said the
saying, like we
That's
talking
Avengers
about
that's pretty
ain't
accurate.
broke.
We talking
That's
about
fucked
greasing
up.
palms. Can we grease some palms
That's
with some
fucked up.
cash?
Yeah,
We
Tony
heroes for
Stark's
hire
Damn.
still. You're
the
right. We
Avengers
still
were
heroes for
broke.
hire. We
I
still
don't
on the street
know.
level.
I
You're
don't
right.
know, man. They weren't giving my dude
You're right.
Falcon
Falcon was broke as Falcon
they
was
weren't
broke
giving
as
him a
shit.
they weren't giving him a bank loan at all. They were like, ah.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah,
God
you're the
He
damn.
couldn't
Falcon.
get. He couldn't cash a check. Hey, it was
They
sick as shit.
they denied his loan. I'm like, this motherfucker
Who?
helped save the
The
universe, and y'all.
Falcon.
He even said it
Oh,
too. He's like,
Y'all couldn't get a loan. Yeah.
I was so
Yeah,
tight. I was like,
and
damn,
Tony
Winter
Stark
Soldier
was
and the
rich. The
Falcon. That shit
Avengers
was
weren't.
wild.
that was fucked
Yeah,
up.
that's yeah. Don't never forget that, bro. You never forget that. Tony Stark was rich. The
This is
Avengers,
why I
bro,
would be a
like, bro.
fucking villain. This is
yeah.
exactly why.
It's like Justice League. It's like Bruce Wayne and Oliver that are like rich.
Right,
Yeah, every group got one
Everybody
like
else is
philanthropist, you know.
right. Everybody else just be working.
Oliver Queen. Yeah,
Everybody else got jobs.
Bro, I'm
I'm
sick
like,
of
yo,
I'm
man,
sick of risking my life
yo,
for free.
I'll be at the dark side meeting at 9 p.m. after my shift.
Right.
I'm
After
telling
my
you.
shift at Walmart, bro.
I'm trying to remember what they I'm trying to remember what they told him. Didn't they say like because he was
They
snapped
said some
away
crazy shit.
that he had no credit or
Um,
some shit like that? Or something
Something
happened.
like that. Yeah.
Some
Hold up.
weird
I gotta look
shit.
it
I
up.
was like, damn, y'all are holding people to this shit being
Did
erased
you
from
just
the
watch it
universe.
recently?
What the fuck?
Yo,
No,
did you just
no,
watch it
no.
recently?
I watched it
You
when it came
have
out.
good memory, bro. Cause that like I don't know where how you pulled that information because I remember hearing that, but I never like processed it. But you talking about it right now, I'm like, yeah, that motherfucker really couldn't get a loan. I fucking remember that shit. Yeah. Like
Fucking
I think
yeah. If
yo,
it's something I love, I will remember a lot of shit from it.
that's crazy. Yeah.
So everything MCU. I go
I
through the
mean
MCU with
in
a I go through the MCU with a fine tooth comb. Like
yeah, that's true. That's
I
true.
watch the extra shit. I watch the deleted scenes, all of it. I'm on top of all of that shit.
Yeah, I gotta give y'all that. You and Matt for sure. Oh, but I will say in the not Falcons defense, but like in like the MCU's defense, like Steve Rogers wasn't rich either, so he just got. It's like you know what I mean. It wouldn't be the same, right? Like let's say
He
Iron
got
Man passes down the torch, and then they're broke and they're struggling, but they're a genius, but never like really like monetize their abilities. Is like sus. But like in this case, it's like, well, Steve Rogers passing down the torch. I mean, Steve Rogers really wasn't balling either. You know what I mean? So it's like Falcon really can't be out here like walking around like I mean, I get it though. Like you should have some credibility to say like yeah, hook me up. Like I'm an Avenger. But like I guess the motherfuckers don't care. So
I'm just saying, if I was like, hey, can
yeah,
you give me a loan? And they wouldn't give me a loan, the next major event, I'm gone.
I
That's a
know
huge
you're not
out.
saying Captain America ain't balling. Captain America may still have his apartment in like Brooklyn, but he never sleeps there. That motherfucker sleeps in a fucking air conditioned helicarrier like with Shield, even if he's not with fucking Avengers. That motherfucker has Shield.
uh, he got.
Yeah, he's
He's
sleeping
working
in.
though. He on the clock. You know what I mean? Like you can say
Oh
the
yeah,
same
that's not
thing. He on the
that
clock.
shit, bro.
Like I may
Sleeping
work for a really powerful agency, but like, and just because I can work 24 hours a day doesn't mean that I got money. Like every time you see me, I'm like first class and shit. It's like I'm on the clock though. Like let me go back to my normal. Like if it's just me, like do I really got that? Like no, I don't think so. I don't think
I'm
so.
I'm pretty sure his apartment on the helicarrier is not like
Sure.
anything to sneeze at. He probably has like his own little
On
gym and
on
shit.
the clock. That's what you mean. On the clock, he probably got
Yeah,
like he's balling on the
yeah,
clock.
yeah. I wouldn't say he's lighting
Falcon,
up, but you
so
know
Falcon,
what I'm
Falcon,
saying?
Falcon
He's not
struggle
trying to he
busting,
doesn't have
man.
to
He's
buy
struggle
a
busting.
house, you know what I'm saying?
with the equipment that you find on this guy, take it the usual
Just in the
spin, detect magic and
yeah. The tech
spell
magic. Oh,
crafting and all right.
Lewis, it's gonna turn into 100
Luna
GP anyway,
Luna does
total. Like
detect magic, and I'd say
this is Bite Watch. Come on, we don't get money.
what's her
We don't make money.
spellcraft total?
My spellcraft is. Give me a second. 17.
That's it.
Yeah.
Stop saying that.
that's a high.
Icarus
The
would have
That's a
had
high
at least a
equipment.
20.
Actually, no, she should
I
pass
have
that.
max ranks in
So,
spellcraft. What are you talking about?
so the first thing she does after she detects auras, she detects 4
Icarus would have had at least a
auras.
20. That's all I'm saying. Son.
She detects 4 auras. One on the short sword, faint evocation, and a moderate abjuration on the studded leather armor, and the potions. The potions have one has conjuration, one has not divination, abjuration.
Hmm.
So in order for her to identify
Resist energy or some shit.
so she checks to see if the 2 magic items
Self-identify.
are self-identifying, and she's able to pass the spellcraft on those with just a take 10.
Taste it.
Take 8. Stop playing.
Or take 8. Wait, I always get confused
It's
Yeah,
between
really
that's
that.
high.
Luna.
That's why I
It's
always.
high.
That's why I always bring it up.
It's
That's why
25
I
on the
always
dot.
bring it
It's
up.
25 on the dot. It's 25 on the dot.
All right,
Take it.
so it's a +1 short sword. They're both self-identifying. It's a +1 short sword and a +2 studded leather armor.
Okay.
We ain't making no money. That's all
So
I heard.
that's like 64k
Everybody gets
cut in
200
half. That's
GP.
32. He does have what appears to be 5 vials of poison. Two of them the same. The other 3, 2 sets of poisons. Two of the vials are the same poison. The other 3 are also the same. As for what kind of poison, if you have detect poison, you can cast that to make a check.
Luna has
Or
to cast the Luna.
Oh, but I do have detect poison,
Of course.
is it prepared?
and it's prepared.
It's prepared.
Oh. Oh ho
I was
ho.
pl-
That's
I was
some
I was
irony.
no, I was,
Luna,
I was playing
I'm
Luna
not
last I was
surprised.
you
playing
I've
Luna
never
last week.
seen be the
I was
first
know?
playing
That's
Luna
some
time.
last
mania,
week.
man.
That's why no.
I mean,
I
it
was
is
playing Luna
shit.
last
Holy
week.
shit.
What are you talking about? I make poisons now.
Duh.
I
First
make
time
poisons
I've never
now.
seen this spell casted. You're about to be the first
No,
show.
ever since
I
I started
I
taking survival skill.
Sophia told Luna to use it on Parquin to make sure that he's not
Yeah.
poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm
Ever
But
saying
since
you
this
I,
is.
but you
I'm
ignore
saying this.
her.
No, I'm saying this is the first time I've ever seen this spell paired and casted.
Second time
it's
she about to cast it in the same
the
session
only
today.
reason it's prepped is because she started taking survival skills because she's making poisons now. That's the only reason why it's prepared. It's recent.
Tarquin is not poisoned. There's no
Copy.
poison on him.
Now and
And
also do it on
I no,
Lucian.
when you
Sophia.
first said that, I thought you meant for her to like do a heal check. I didn't know she had the spell prepared.
No, she got the spell. And she cast it on Lucian too. Make sure he's good. He's Gucci.
Yeah, he's good also.
Did
Make sure
Rother
he
get hit?
man.
So
Use your cantrip.
roll a craft
There you go.
alchemy check for
There's the
me.
first time
Let's
anybody does this.
go.
Actually, no, you don't
Luna,
even need the roll.
Luna,
No,
do you
let me
like the first
roll.
person?
Let me roll.
You're
Let me
the first
roll.
person to
Let
cast
me
No,
it,
you
let me
right?
don't need the
style.
roll. You don't
Let
need
me
the
Detect
roll.
poison
style.
doesn't have to roll.
I want to
Detect
style.
poison doesn't have to
It
roll.
detect poison is DC 20 for
You passed.
yeah.
Fact. It's magical,
It's
man.
just my man said, I just want to roll
I
high
just want to
numbers,
roll.
bro.
He's like, I just want to roll a 20 and waste it.
Mhm.
I want
You
to
gonna
roll
waste your only 20
a
tonight?
nat 20.
Yeah. I
Um,
could be DC 72.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. You can determine the
It
exact
feels
type of
good, I
poison
know.
with
yeah.
a DC 20
DC
wisdom check
20 wisdom or craft alchemy DC
or craft
20.
alchemy DC
Yeah.
20. So you could know exactly what those
I could
poison
take
So
that we
she
8
found
and
cast
on.
detect
still. I could
poison.
take 8 and still
One
get it.
is there's 2 doses of Sasson Sasson leaf residue, and the other one is 3 doses of large centipede poison.
So she sees the
What's
vials.
what's their market value?
Yeah, I
She
know.
sees the
Oh, you're trying to sell poison, huh? You got a license for that?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm.
You better.
Yeah, don't go
That's
walking around telling people about that.
some black
Mhm.
market shit right there.
Yep.
Keep that. You got cops right in front of you right now, bro.
Yeah, that's count right. Illegal possession. Control
Hide
substance.
your cell phones.
As for the potions, yeah, do spellcraft checks on those.
The conjuration and abjuration.
first one,
Oh, you know what that is.
second one.
All right, probably maybe.
That's 2 minutes. So she go to identify it. 1 minute each. He was not able to identify the second one, but the first one is a potion of your moderate wounds.
Wait a
You
minute.
failed to identify a magical item?
I know you.
Can Sophia like taste it?
That's
Taste
crazy, my dude.
Spellcraft DC
Wait,
25.
wait,
Identify a
hold
potion.
on. I take out my black cauldron and I put the potion in. What are we playing right now?
What does that do?
Oh, very good.
It allows me to identify one item.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow.
Good thinking. Good thinking,
You
Luna.
walking around with your pot?
Yeah, it's not that
Yeah,
heavy. It's
it's
not
it's
heavy
Who's
at
it's,
all.
it's
carrying
not
it?
it's not that big.
That's 3 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 3 pounds, man.
It's like a
This is
cauldron.
It's
how
like
you do
portable.
Oh,
this stuff. This is
Cauldron
how I
about this
build
big.
my character. She's
oh, that's what a
prepped. She's
cauldron is?
prepped.
Okay.
It's like a pot that you would put like on a
No,
stove.
she doesn't
Like,
have like the big massive witch's cauldron.
yeah,
No.
not that,
That's what I'm
not the
thinking.
Disney, not the
Because you
Disney.
said that she could make 24 potions. I'm like, damn, okay.
No, I can
You
make
come
that. Stop.
Well,
I can make
two or
that.
three, like
in that small 3 pound thing?
Yes.
2 or 3 at a time
I
for the
can
whole thing.
make any combination of potions that equals to 1200 GP in a single day. I can double that with a hex that I'm getting next level.
I still haven't gotten one potion from you, so I don't. You keep talking about
We
that
can't
shit,
We
afford
ain't
man.
it,
got no
nigga.
You,
money.
you got money.
Nah,
We got
After
some
you
son.
money
craft
now.
potion, you
Nah,
got money. You got a
bro.
lot of money. I had Luna crafting potions, a whole bunch
Yeah,
I
before.
said I didn't get
I
no
did too.
potions yet.
Did you
That's
I
the
ask?
had to
I
that's
didn't
the
last
get no
Monday.
that's the
potions yet.
downside. That's the
Well, you,
downside to
well,
not
you
having
gotta
actual
fork it
like
up, G.
feats to
You
reduce the
gotta speak
cost.
up. I didn't know
Okay.
that.
Is now you're stuck
So
paying for the
it
actual full price.
you place the item inside your cauldron and you invoke its power to
We're waiting on
identify
that.
it. It is a
Stop.
Wait.
potion of non-detection.
Okay,
It's dope.
so Luna takes out the cauldron and she looks at the potion and she goes, "Crap, I don't know what this is." Wait a minute. She puts it in there, said some incantations, and kind of
She
like
happy. She said,
this blue liquid starts to like magically form in it. And she takes like a spoon, kind of like spawns out of it, and she starts like stir it around and stir it around and starts saying some incantations. And then as she's saying it, the potion pops out of it, and she goes, "I know what it is now." And she starts to tell you what it is.
Mm.
Potion of non-detection. It is
Some
a
Mary
potion.
Poppins shit.
Potion of non-detection.
Mary
It's a potion where once you drink it, you are warded.
Sophie goes to
You
Luna.
are you award you have a ward on you that makes it difficult for you to be detected by divination spells and detect spells.
Mm.
Yes,
a shame it couldn't protect itself from
Sophia
being
gives like Luna
detected.
a glee. She goes like, "Wow, you're so clever, Luna. So you didn't know off the bat what this potion does, but your cauldron was able to let you know what it is."
Yeah, it's the beauty of the Blackwick Cauldron. It allows me to discern a magical item that I just can't grasp, and it gives me the knowledge after like a few seconds of
That is
brewing,
just
as I like to call it now.
amazing. That's amazing.
But I can only do it once per day, so we'll have to wait again tomorrow.
I guess that means you need to keep your studies up to par,
What are you
little
saying?
moon.
Mm.
What are you saying?
That you best not rely on your cauldron, for it is a limited resource.
Oh man.
She kind of like
Uh,
steps up to like she's short, but like I forget how tall is Roth?
It's all on you.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how tall is he?
I
I
don't remember.
got
I think it's
blocked
like
today.
6 feet.
So she like, cause she's like 5 foot. She's like 5
I
foot.
think he's
She's like
6 feet.
5 foot.
I think he's
She looks.
5'11".
She
Oh.
steps up to you and kind of like looks up at you. She goes, "I'll have you know that this cauldron. This is the first time I've used this cauldron. Okay, my knowledge has been good enough for this. Have been good enough at this point. I mess up one time, and this is the thanks I get." I'll remember that the next time when you want something identified. Okay? I'll ask you to use your knowledge to identify it.
Hmm.
She like
I guess we won't.
begrudgingly puts her
I guess we just won't know what it is then.
she and she begrudgingly puts her culture back on her back. I guess we won't then.
Hmm.
So Adler looks at
I love that.
the body of the doppelganger, and then he thinks for a moment. He goes, I wonder. And he dismisses Pale Lady.
Sophie thinks out loud. Well, we're still waiting words from Daxum. I'm still also waiting words from the Lord of this place, Lord Paladin's son. Um, unless you guys are done with your own personal matters, I think we should head there tomorrow to this place. I mean, it's worth kind of curious. It's worth a shot. Obviously, it seems we might have an actor that has ill intention towards us, and
Mm.
we're two steps behind. So
That sounds like a good idea.
we should definitely pursue this. I mean, this warehouse might not lead to anything, but it might. We have nothing to lose.
Are we gonna do it today or are we gonna wait?
We could leave tonight or the crack of dawn.
Let's do the
Right.
crack of dawn so I can re-prep my spells. I don't think what I have prepped would be useful in a combat situation right now.
Sounds good. So today will be like the last day of preparation, team. As I mentioned before, and I'll reiterate again, everyone stay at least paired with one person. If anything, this has proven to us that we cannot be separated. We cannot be alone. So at all
Mm.
time, someone should be paired up with someone.
So
I am never alone.
what's Lucian gonna do?
I will do
The
what I
hour about the
preach.
odd man out.
You could
Lucian,
Luna
Lucian could be
kind of
with us.
Luna kind of
he
waves
broke
Lucian over.
his
She'll just join us.
he
Right.
broke his
Well, no,
metal
hold on.
metal boom thing.
Roth already has a paired teammate.
Makja.
Mock
Makja's
Jaw.
stronger than all of us.
You think
That's what
Mock
I
Makja's
Jaw?
stronger
said.
than all of us.
I
I'm
just said
saying.
I'm never alone.
I'm
Rob said
saying.
I'm never alone.
So
I will do what I wish.
yeah.
Makja will one-on-one
It could
anyone
be
in this party, man.
Sophia, Luna, Adler, and
Adler's
Lucian,
never alone either.
and Rolf's got Mockjaw. So
Rough,
I'll
Makja.
go with Lucia Luna. I mean Luna and
Oh,
What about
Sophia.
who's Adler with? Adler with Lucian or with Pale
He's with
Lady?
Pale
Was
Lady.
I thought it was
Adler's
with
a pale
Okay.
lady
No,
because
he
no
did with
Okay.
Pale
one's
Lady.
you guys
He
gonna
did with
trust
Pale
Just
Lady.
Adler and Pale Lady by themselves?
Probably not a good idea.
Nah, Pale Lady.
Adler
Pale
y'all
Lady.
too
would.
Pale
funny,
Lady
y'all
would.
too funny, man.
Yeah, Pale Lady would.
I'll
Well,
go with
I'll
Oh,
tell
we
you.
can
Adler.
No,
stay. Oh,
well,
we can
here's the
stay in the
thing.
tavern here and not go nowhere until tomorrow in the morning.
I just
Let's not
assumed
go
that
nowhere.
Roth and Adler would be talking all night. I don't know why.
Oh yeah,
About
maybe.
the
Because they
planar
were
stuff. Yeah.
about the planar
I mean,
stuff.
it's up to you guys. You could set up how you can, but yeah, Roth and I mean, yeah, Roth and Mockjaw. Like Mockjaw's not gonna let somebody fuck with Roth and vice versa. So
Yeah.
Mockjaw's tough enough. Um,
Yeah, those two. Nothing's happening to them.
Right.
does she know a trick? Well, no, he could push. If she doesn't know the trick, he could always like if something really
I thought
terrible
it
was
was gonna
happening,
be Sophia.
Roth could be push the trick on Mockjaw. Go, go get go
Go get
right
Adler or
go
something. Yeah,
Lassie, go get Adler.
Yeah.
Like yeah, go
yeah, he
get
could send her off.
I think
Sophia. Like
between
it's gonna
Luna,
come down to
Yeah,
that.
Sophia,
Yeah.
it's called get help. The get
and
help trick.
Okay. Yeah.
so Alice is between Luna, Sophia, and Lucian. I think that's a fair trio. She could protect them both. Lucian, well, didn't you break your metal boom thing? What are you gonna do about that?
Oh yeah. Lucia looks at us. I got a couple more. I'll be all right.
No, we should.
So we leave tonight.
Will you
No.
be able to get your weapon repaired by tonight, Lucian? We definitely
Yeah,
need your full
yeah,
strength.
that should be all right.
I thought we all prepare our spells at night. That's why I'm saying night.
That's why
Crack of dawn. Crack
that's
of
why
dawn.
we leave at dawn, because that's a lot better and we can prep our spells.
Luna has to rest
Wait,
too.
It's morning. You guys could rest. Yeah,
fuck.
all you need to do is stop and rest for 8 hours to like re-prepare magic,
Or
which
word.
is
Yeah,
Luna
I would want to
Luna
redo my spells right now.
Sophia.
There you go.
Yeah.
So nighttime, we go out there. Done.
Right. We usually go at
Anyways,
night
Roth
anyway.
We
says,
usually go at night anyway.
Roth
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
so that's it then.
Back to our old habits.
I
Yeah.
will. Well, before I go, is the watch people still there? They still like
I hope
Oh,
they're
watching
gone
us?
already.
no. So,
Yeah.
I mean, after no,
We don't
after
want
what
to
he said,
incriminate ourselves here.
after what he said about after giving you guys permission to do what you want with the cadaver, he's just like, we're just gonna make a report, and so they had left. So, well, they checked on Tarquin. Tarquin gave him their story, and then which matched up with your characters, and then so they left. The civil law on them, they nodded to you. They thanked you for saving Tarquin, and they're gonna make sure that's in the report as well. That the Night Watch, saved a valuable resident of the community. So
Yeah.
um,
That's
Yeah.
the second thing that we've done. Make sure you emphasize
as for
our repeated heroics in
a-
Waterdeep since we've
a-
come.
as for Tarquin, he comes over to your characters with his son, and he tells you, "I'm so very happy that you were here to help me when that happened, and I thank you for restoring me.
Rock puts his
All of
hand
you,"
on
he
his.
goes,
Oh,
"all of
Don't
you,
mention it.
you
You've been
have
so hospitable to us.
well consider this." He's like, "Consider this a token of my appreciation for this, and you have free room and
3 beers?
board here
Mm.
for the next month."
The next
Woo!
month.
Yay!
Mm.
Hint meaning that we're going to be
Just
in
for
this
the
town
month.
for a bit.
That's all your life was worth, Tarquin.
Oh,
Hey,
Roth.
hey! Stop being so ungrateful, Roth. He's letting us stay here for a whole month, and we get to eat also.
Yes, yes.
Plus, I don't intend to stay in this great
He goes,
city, as
he goes,
majestic as
"Yeah,
it is, for more than a month.
free food and drink, but I can't go out of
The
business
man
at
has,
the
Yeah,
same time, you know."
the man got to run a business.
Can't go out
yeah,
of business
y'all
at the
are
same
wild,
time.
right?
The man got to
So
run a
Ron said what he
business.
said. Ron said what he
Right.
said. So
Gotta run a
Ron
business.
was still looking at him like with this
Laugh.
with this like this disapproving look, like just waiting for him to like answer that. Really,
Tyler just starts laughing, man.
it's
Easy.
really only worth 1 month.
Let's see.
One
That
You better
month.
roll a diplomacy.
that's about 60
All
gold pieces.
right.
That's about 60 gold pieces of his business that he's
That's
putting
a
Something
lot.
that,
into.
something that
Yeah.
we clearly
Yeah.
don't have right now.
This dude does
Roth
not
is
even make. He doesn't
Roth
even
is
make
gonna
them gold
say.
pieces.
Roth is gonna say, "How about you keep a log? Whoever does your bookkeeping, and perhaps a month's worth, however long that might take. That
Luna,
sounds far more appropriate, being that we tend to move around."
Oh,
Luna
I
looks
see what
at
he's saying. He's saying make it fair, make it an actual month because we might not stay here for 30 days. We might hear. I see what he's saying. So
Luna
Tarquin
looks at
understands. Tarquin's like, "Oh, well, yes, of course. I'll make sure to keep a logbook on that. I can understand that you won't be here for a full 30 days, but for 30 days of your
Mm.
stay here, it will be on me."
Luna kind of like walks up to him. She goes, "I don't
With that
know."
with that neutrality that came out of him, he's like, "Oh yeah."
Very
She goes,
grateful.
Luna looks at the
No, Roth, he
Luna
said
looks
not
at
say
the
grateful. He would
gatekeeper.
say, go ahead.
She goes, "I would happen to say that I'm pretty good at bookkeeping, so I would rather prefer to earn my stay here. And if you need someone to help your logs, inventory processes, finances, I'm your gal.
Brewing
Ready for that.
potions and cooking books. The specialty of the Night Watch.
So Frida then chimes in Gnomish, in the gnome language. Hey, and anything that I could do to help out, I'm available also. I mean, not much that I could do, but if we're not doing anything at night, I could be a bouncer. Never really
She
done that
boils
before.
it page by page in her cauldrons. That's how she cooks it. That's how she cooks it.
Great.
Bro, if
We
he pays
saved
me,
your life.
bro,
We saved the life of the local proprietor. And as a reward, he conscripts us into slavery.
is
How
it
fitting.
Nah,
conscripting?
How
slaves,
ironic.
Huh?
Is it conscripting?
Wait,
slaves that get free cheese. Free cheese.
free government cheese.
Think about it. The cheese is free. We've won. We've won. I'm telling you.
We've
Free
won!
lodging, free lodging, free breakfast, free dinner.
We've won!
Mm.
Yeah, I love it, yo. You guys are bad, yo. Roth laughs like that. He goes, ah, as long as whatever makes you all happy, I
I like.
guess.
Hey, I like this
Um,
new. I like this new you,
Roth,
Rob. You're opening
Roth,
up from your shell. Like you've been very conversationalist today.
Luna kind of puts her hands on her around her chest. I don't know. The things he's saying is kind of reckless. But I guess he's talking more.
Wait a second. You don't think he might be possessed?
What if
Roth,
he is? What if the
Or a
plot did
doppelganger.
something to him? What if he's a doppelganger?
Is he a double? Is there a way? How will we know if he's whether
Roth,
he's a doppelganger or not? How will we know?
Roth would,
Luna, do you have a
Roth would,
spell that can discern?
I would know because if the doppelganger killed Roth, then that means the curse would be gone, and the curse is still on me.
That's a good point. What if he's being held hostage?
Oh, that's true.
Hey, hold on.
Roth,
So,
Roth, Roth puts his hand on his chin and he goes, hmm,
But how will
how
you
would
duplicate Muktu?
how would we be able to uh how would we be able to discern if one of us happened to encounter another's doppelganger?
can
Well,
a doppelganger?
they have to duplicate
Perhaps
Muktu now.
perhaps we perhaps we have some sort of code phrase,
Are they able to mimic our abilities?
Yes.
Doppelganger?
something
Yes,
that
they
only
are.
we would know.
A code phrase sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, because they can
How
mimic
do
our
we know?
abilities.
But how do we know one of us is not a doppelganger now?
Perhaps we talk about this only when we know we won't be overheard.
Okay, I think
And
we should
yes, that
come up
is
with a.
true. There is no way we would know for sure.
We should definitely
But
come up with a safe word right now, though.
When Sophia says that, Adler dismisses Pale Lady, summons Doppelganger, and an acid to make it to look like him.
oh, you have one?
He has like
Okay.
a alien. He
Let
has
us
like an alien version of one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're thinking about
So
this
like
way
the
too serious.
Demogorgon. So a Demogorgon looking ass freaky monster like turns into Adler.
There is a. I think I did get a picture for it. No, I didn't, because it's there's a picture that exists
Yo,
for it already. It's not an alien version. It's the one that actually comes with
well,
the
there is a
template.
way. There is a way. I mean, at first I was joking, but now that I think about it, one of us
Faceless
truly could.
stalker.
One of us could truly be a doppelganger. But I do know of a way that I could clear you guys to determine whether or not any of you guys is a doppelganger. As far as myself, I don't know how you guys could tell whether I'm a doppelganger or not. But if you guys consent, I could read your thoughts and I'll ask you a question that only you would know individually from our past experience. Is anyone up for that?
that sounds similar to the code phrase, except Reading
No,
your thoughts would be easy for the doppelganger. They would just
no,
read your thoughts as you ask it a question.
Adler
okay,
and his
Then your
imagine.
plan
doppelganger.
will be foiled.
Oh, good point.
Mm.
Oh, what? This is quite a
Conundrum.
situation. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yes.
I didn't want to say it.
Quite
I
a
was,
conundrum.
I was thinking the same thing
Wait,
too.
wait, wait. So, uh,
Adler,
so Roman
Adler,
says,
Adler, and his
oh,
doppelganger point at each other and say he thinks it's a waste of time because either way they could read your surface thoughts.
Can your
Mm.
creature there? She points at
I
Adler's
see the Spider-Man shit. The Spider-Man.
Yes,
doppelganger.
Spider-Man meme. Yeah,
Can a, can your creature actually tell who's a doppelganger or not? Does it have any like special sensory that could aid it to do so?
I am not sure. Let me pull that up right quick. Let's see, faceless stalker.
And then she looks at Luna. I guess the spell magic would not work, would it? If one of us was
No.
Lewis.
Doppelgangers
No.
can turn into
out of
anyone, but I don't
out
think
of,
they
out of,
can.
out of character
Oh,
Luna, the answer is no. I know
They
Luna.
could, they
So I
could
have a question.
actually.
they can't
So
mimic your abilities. So if they don't actually have the abilities that you have, that's one way. They could
Yeah.
look like me, but they don't have my abilities that you know I have. Then there you go. And why wouldn't I do it? Because I
That's
would be
Yeah,
trying
true.
to
the
prove
faceless
something.
stalker doesn't have any way
Yeah,
to
so your character is
detect
pretty much
other
safe, yeah.
exchangers.
it says
All right.
powerful doppelgangers can use your supernatural and extraordinary abilities. That's the problem.
This ain't more from X-Men, man. What you talking about?
We don't know that though. That's the thing.
We do know that. We just passed our knowledge check. We know
Yeah.
everything about this damn thing.
We
Your
passed our knowledge.
your characters are aware of doppelgangers, and I'd say with your knowledge
Yeah.
check, especially
Even
who
even with the faceless stalker that I have, it says it right there in the text.
you are aware
Yeah.
that there, I guess with your knowledge checks there are your characters um who got the highest one? Adler got it pretty high. There are rare exceptions to doppelgangers in that there are stories and reports of there being greater versions of them, ones that could even take on um the feature more of the features of who they're mimicking, um to literally even consume their identity. But they're rare. They're not
That rare Pokemon.
right.
So
It's I
I
mean
have a
it's unless your character's unless your character's paranoid and think a greater doppelganger is coming after
Nah.
you. But at most part,
So
doppelgangers
we're not
are
that
I
bad.
think
yeah, they
I
Well,
can't.
I think I
It's
have a way.
possible, but not likely. Got it.
I
well,
Yeah,
think I
that's
have a
basically what
way
it is.
specifically for Sophelia. I think I have one specifically for Sophelia. And it's detect fiendish presence. There's
huh?
a
Wait,
part of
what?
That
there's a
would that
part of
wouldn't
What?
work for the
there's a
doppelgangers.
part of the spell that says it also detects clerics and paladins of fiendish deities. Mistress not a fiendish deity, so I would know that it's neither one of those.
Well, I just healed up Tarquin. Can they actually mimic my holy divine energies to heal someone?
That's actually an out of game
No,
question that I want to know. I want to ask Lewis.
it can't. It
She
I
said
can't.
don't
It
she
think
said
can't
that
I
in
don't
mimic
think
she
your.
said
that's
that
It
in
I
can't
don't
character.
that's
mimic your aura.
She said that in character. She said that in character. That was in character response.
No,
Adler says no. It can't mimic your divine aura. That's something
And I
given
don't
to you by a
it
god.
only detects
that's
outsiders of the evil subtype, so that wouldn't work.
It also
and
says that it detects paladins and clerics that have fiendish deities, which isn't Mistra. So I would know that if it's either not a fiendish deity, but I know for a fact that it's not Mistra. If a doppelganger were to be Sophelia.
You would cast detect fiendish presence, and unless the doppelganger was a cleric or a paladin, you wouldn't be able to. No, you wouldn't detect anything.
Saying.
she goes like, well, I saw Luna cast her hex and her spells to great effect, so I don't think it's her. Adler, you did your magic. and Pale Lady as well. That would be very difficult, I think, to mimic. That leaves Roth, but Mokja, I think would probably be able to sense or smell if something was off with Roth
Yeah, your
through
characters
through
are
her
aware
scent.
that
And Lucian,
yeah, that
I
that
mean,
that
not many people know how to use firearm.
yeah, she would be able to
He's the
Right.
only
detect the
person.
scent of a
He's the only
doppelganger.
person I have ever met that uses that a strange weapon.
There's an easier way to determine that it's me. And she points to Onyx. If he's not there, then it's not me.
The
True,
doppelganger of Atlas looks forward and goes, "You don't
true.
have to worry about me."
So now that we check, now that we have that, now that we're sure that we're none of us are doppelganger, hopefully. Now, as Roth suggested, we need a code sign in case someone mimics us in the future. We're alone
Cool.
in the room, right? We're making sure that we're alone in the room. We don't
It's
want
just
to.
the
So
gatekeeper, the
so
tavern keeper, right?
so Adler goes, "I know what my cosine is gonna be," and his
Takes out his
summoner,
thumb. No, okay.
his summoner mark. It's like no one can mimic that.
Yeah, they can.
No, you can't.
Your arcane, the one that's on your stomach, your chest.
No, my actual like summoner mark.
Oh, the one that actually glows when you
Yeah, that you can't mimic
Right,
that.
right, right.
that's,
Okay, okay, okay.
that's a class ability.
So everyone has like so basically class features is what we're saying that we're gonna use.
Pretty
I
much.
mean the cosine is good too, but that'll be like our
My class
second line
features
of
is the
defense or
defining
whatever.
factor. Yeah.
But we'll figure that out once we get into like a private area. I'm assuming we're still inside the bar area where everything's going on because Roth wants to now ask Tarquin. He's gonna kneel over to him. He's gonna be like, uh, Proprietor Tarquin, I think the most obvious question has not been asked yet.
Finally, we get to the point.
Why? Why would you have enemies? Or should I say, who do you think would care enough to take your life? Surely picking the owner of this business, of this fine business, uh, was rather unnecessary if it was simply to draw us out.
Mm-hmm. And who has hidden the body of this poor fellow who was being mimicked? Because surely this man is dead as a doornail.
Ron looks at Adler like mimicking him. I'm assuming I can't see you, I hear it.
It's when you look, you realize
Ron,
it's not Adler because Adler's been invisible this whole time. It's the doppelganger. Remember,
do
Adler
I
was
realize that or do I not realize that?
well. It depends if you have seen invisibility. If you have seen invisibility, then you'll see two Adlers. But otherwise, you'll be seeing the doppelganger.
Hmm.
I was
Well,
invisible from the time.
Rob thinks it's a you, so I don't have
Right.
the invisibility on. So
Okay. All right. Cool.
I mean, Matcha might be looking at you sideways.
Right. Yeah. Because she can smell the difference.
Yeah,
Uh
but
huh. So you see Mark to act weird towards Adler.
Matcha's probably like, you know, looking at you like, what the fuck is going on here? Rob obviously not in a combat mindset. He's not really looking too deep into it, so he's fooled. Um, you're looking up what Tarquin's got to say on that. Who would want to come for his life is what Rob asked him.
Tarquin goes, not really. I've been here
You don't
for.
have any enemies.
He goes, why would
You
I?
haven't turned away a few
Hmm.
drunkards that wouldn't pay their tab and cursed your life as they
Well,
stumbled upon the city streets.
Roth,
No
it
I
one.
don't.
seems
He goes, well, I don't
Roth,
see. I don't see. I don't see why anyone would want to target me. I've run an honest business here with my son
Roth,
for these many years, and they looked more intent on framing you guys. And
exactly.
Yeah.
As soon as I covered Tarquin, it was so obvious that the doppelganger was more intent in harming us and not the innkeeper. The innkeeper was a decoy because it had every opportunity to just get around me. It's very acrobatic. It's very agile. He could have just leaped over me easily and finished the job and killed the proprietor. He chose not to. Instead, he chose to assassinate me and then Lucian. So, if anyone here is responsible for the mayhem that happened, it's us. What did we do?
What do we
That's what we need
do?
to figure out.
But
I
what
do.
about Tarquin? Hmm?
I do have a
Are you
question though, Rob.
sure, Tarquin? Are you sure you didn't give a few drinks out to some lovely ladies?
I
And
I
then
do have.
they came and had back here jealous that you had all the ladies to yourself? Are you sure that's not why they wanted to get rid of you?
No, this is something different.
Mm.
Roth, I do have a suggestion though. I'm not sure if you're capable of doing this or not, but given that you're an Inquisitor of Columbo, you might. So I'll ask. I have read, well, not read. I'm aware that some clerics of Columbo rites, I'm not sure if it's the same with Inquisitors, they're able to commune with the dead. Do you
Why
possess
are you
this ability?
forgetting that he already did this before with the, what?
Oh yeah,
I'm
with the
gonna help
deer,
you
right?
out. I'm gonna help you out, bro.
Oh no, no.
Remember when you
Let
came
me.
at wait, I know you want to do that over, but I just want you to
I'll
understand
rephrase.
something.
I forgot.
Remember when you said that, oh, you killed him? The whole time I'm like, I'll just talk to his dead body. That's what I'm thinking to the same time. I'll just find out who he worked for as he's dead. Because you should know that already about. That's why I was always like, wow, you really like keep it in character. And you really got tight. I feel like you would have, but
Keep
it
it
seems
in
like you
character,
truly
man.
forgot.
What's hey? Just keep
It
it in
seems like you
character.
also but it seems like you truly forgot. It seems like you truly forgot because you just asked me that. I did that with the dead body that was the freaking the clown dude. When he killed that person, he threw their head into the in underneath Luna's bed. I used speak with dead on the head, and we did that whole talking to the dead body thing. So I'm like, you forgot that. You forgot
Well,
that, bro.
that's why she. It seems like Rafa got too because he's not talking
I
to
didn't forget.
Doppelganger. That's why
I didn't
Sophia's
forget.
asking.
It takes
And
10 minutes to
come on,
cast.
come on.
I didn't forget.
Instead of explaining and all this, let's just keep it in character. So,
No, no,
out of
I'm trying to
character,
say, no, I'm trying to say, would you
out
have
of character, I
remembered
forgot.
that back when you were pissed and
No, no,
you
I remember.
stormed off?
Out of character, I forgot. So I'll rephrase what she said.
Oh, okay, okay.
So Sophia
That's what
goes like, all right,
yeah,
listen.
Sophia can
All right,
forget in character. Yeah, shoot.
yeah. So Sophia goes like,
Done
oh
it
yeah,
once.
you're.
Remember I attacked Roth?
Sophia goes to, oh yeah, that's true. You did do that.
it.
Oh, I was told because I don't think she was in the room. She was told afterward.
Nah, you was
Um,
all there.
was she?
Yeah, but
Hmm.
you were preoccupied.
Oh no, I missed that session. That's when I was in Florida.
Oh
I remember that.
yeah.
You guys told me afterward. I remember. Yeah. Anyways, so Sophia
Okay,
goes.
okay.
So Sophia goes to basically she like reiterates that again to like Roth. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot. Maybe we should do that again this time around. And if I remember correctly, it is very limited the response that we could get. Hopefully, it's sufficient to get the main answers that we need. Our enemies, whoever hired this assassin, this corpse might know.
Ah, now you've come. Now you're on the same page as I, Sophia.
Not necessarily. I still would have preferred if he was alive, but
Mm,
We had him surrounded. He was not gonna overpower us. But
but
fortunately, we
all
have
was
you.
not
But, for,
lost.
but, but
That's
fortunately, we
his.
have your. But fortunately, we have your unique skill sets. So all is not
Mm,
all is not
lost.
ill. All is not lost. Right.
Aye.
All right. So on that note,
So
gents, I'm gonna go ahead and dip out.
Mm-hmm. It is after
Yeah, we're
he.
done. Yo, Samuels. I wanted to see Roth use discern lies if that creature was still alive. To be honest, that's what I wanted to set him up to do.
true.
I could do it while it's dead too.
Oh, but he can talk to the dead, but I can't make an undead army. Okay.
Got him.
That's completely two different things.
That's
Got
two
him.
different
Roman
things
No,
said,
he
I
can use
completely.
can't
dead
create
heads,
undead, but you can
but I
talk to
can't
the
Yo,
dead.
resurrect
That's
people.
bullshit.
Violent.
Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No,
That's apple oranges.
discern lies wouldn't work with speak with dead. You
nope, it
need
doesn't. But
no, you need a target with discern lies. There's no target. You're asking the imprinted memories.
we would have
Oh,
got. There'll be other opportunities. I
I
wanted to see
mean,
Roth in action, being an
sense
inquisitor,
motive.
getting that truth out of those people, like get that
Sense
info.
motive will still tell us whether or not he's lying. I mean, either way, we'll
Maybe
figure it
maybe
out.
zone of
It's
truth
not
would
like
work.
it's,
Would zone of truth
it
work?
depend. No,
Not even zone of truth
I
then.
think
I don't
zone
even
of truth
think.
would work.
Let me look at it because I know it can answer cryptically.
And
It can just answer
so
repetitively, and it can.
it's not a valid target, bro, because
Mm,
it's that.
Right. It's
gotcha.
not even dead. You're not even asking the spirit. You're
Yeah, you're not even
asking.
right.
You're drawing on the imprinted
Oh,
knowledge
the muscle, the
stored
memory, the muscle, like the memory of
stored
the body.
in the corpse.
Right. It's a memory. You're not even talking to it, really. It's really
Right.
like it's
Mm,
fluff. You're really talking to the memory of the body. The soul already departed. The soul is not even there now.
Answers are
right.
usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive.
And they could lie
So
too.
Yeah. Hence, I would know if they're lying.
No, your discern lies will not work on that on speak with that.
Why?
That's what Luz just said. I won't ask Luz. That's what he said.
Because there's no consciousness to deliver
no,
the
there's no.
lie.
Yeah,
There's no
there's no.
target.
That
No,
It's
doesn't make
just
any
like
sense.
it wouldn't
it's
even
just
lie. It wouldn't
memories.
even lie. It can't lie. It's just
It
answering
says
what
it
it
can.
knows. It says it can.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Then
No,
where's this? It can lie to you. Part comes from.
it can't. No, it's all in this. You ask, so he can ask up to 4 questions. Um, the knowledge is limited to what it knew, including languages it spoke. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. Um, so it's going to answer what it knows, but it's not going to answer direct. It might not answer directly. Like it
Mm.
won't be like, yes, that is true. It might say something cryptic, or it might say,
It's not going to give you details, right? I get that. It
um,
might just tell you like
and
a
brief.
name,
It could be brief too. It could be
like
like blah blah blah. It'd be like, yeah, it might just give a name, right, and just say nothing after that, right? It could do that.
right, right.
Um,
There's
if
many
it's
ways to play it, but
yeah,
it's still
if
more
it's
useful than not having anything to
if it's been
refer to.
subjected to a speak with dead within the past week, the spell won't work. So you gotta wait a week.
Well, we know that's not going to work.
Uh,
Oh,
That's
they
not
even
an
have
issue.
you can cast it on
Pathfinder
a
even has a
corpse. You can
spell
cast it on a corpse that's been dead for any amount of time, as long as it's intact, as long as the mouth is intact, basically. Um, It does not let you actually speak to the person. The soul has already departed. It just draws on the imprinted knowledge stored in the corpse. The
This spell does though.
partially animated body retains the imprint of the soul that once inhabited it, and thus it can speak with all the knowledge that it had while it was alive. The corpse, however, cannot learn new information. Indeed, it can't even remember being questioned. So,
Lewis, Pathfinder has a spell. It's called Speak
ooh,
with Soul.
it
It
does
actually
not.
gets to
It does not
have a
work on a.
conversation with
It does not
It
work
does
on a
not
corpse
work.
that's been turned into an undead creature. Well, duh, because because
Right.
it. It's
It's
on
it's not
undead
discerned.
creature. It's not dead anymore, technically.
What spell?
Speak with Souls. It's a Pathfinder spell. Level six
Really?
cleric.
I ain't never even heard of this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, this is the first time I see it.
And is Inquisitors get it?
No, it's
Nope.
paladins.
They don't. Wow, that's a
Wow,
surprise.
paladins
That
get it.
sounds
Level four.
bullshit. Lewis, put that on my sheet.
Paladins get that. I'm
That's
yo.
He's not
I'm
bullshit, man.
Pathfinder.
Nigga. What?
while Roth is speaking to the dead, Sophia at level 14 is gonna be speaking to
You
souls.
commune with the
Nah, I'm just kidding.
soul of a dead creature.
They
You
gave
could
it a
do it for
paladin though.
free, man. You could do it
Yeah.
for free. It is what it is.
They didn't want
You
him
know
to
that's
have it.
that
They
should
thought
be an
they said
Inquisitor
speak
spell though.
with dead's good enough.
Unlike Speak with Dead and similar spells, you are not limited to asking questions and can engage in normal conversation
Normal
with the
conversation.
soul.
That's
And
godlike.
the soul isn't an undead creature
Oh
and
wait,
isn't
I have a
compelled to speak or be truthful.
Lewis
Generally, the
when
soul only knows what to do
Lewis
in life, although the souls that persisted with awareness in their surroundings after death may have more to offer.
when that spell if
Witches don't
Sophia
get
would
it
have
either.
cast it, if Roth would have
Fucking
if
right.
Roth would have do the certain lies and Sophia cast that spell, would that work? Like a combo?
The Thorn Lies needs a target.
Oh, so
It
that's
needs a
still
target.
you still
Yeah,
need a
that is
target no
what
matter
it
what.
hurt. You
Oh,
wouldn't be
okay.
able to. You wouldn't be
Oh,
able to
Zone
get.
of
Yeah.
Truth would work, though.
that would have been a good combo.
No, Zone of Truth wouldn't work still,
Yeah.
probably. Never mind.
Witches get speak with dead. They don't get speak with soul either. They wanted that for like they wanted this for like
That's
Clerics.
really devout. They're
clerics, the
really
really
devout.
devout. Yeah, like clerics and
Yeah.
Shamans and
Medium, shaman,
spiritualists
spiritual.
like
shaman.
that.
I could see
I'm
shaman,
I'm surprised Paladin get it, to
paladin,
be honest.
spirit.
The
Paladins get it.
anti-paladins get it.
It's because
Paladins get it.
paladins are really
That's the
devout.
Saber
It's
God
just
does it.
that they don't
Super
get
devout.
ninth level magic or sixth level even.
Although it's
I
Lewis.
think
very
Not even level
honestly,
5.
oh okay, because War Priest gets from the cleric list. Okay, never mind. I was
right?
about to
That's why
say.
War
Yeah,
I
Priest
was
War
about
gets
to say,
Priest.
it.
why the fuck is War Priest? I was like, oh, they don't have a separate list. They have the same list as a cleric, so
Oracle uses
Yeah,
cleric
they like
list too, right?
cleric
Oracle.
paladins, kind of. If
they
that
don't
makes
have like a
sense.
specialized list. Yeah, Quizzes have like a specialized list.
Oracle
Yeah.
uses a cleric
Just
list,
like
right? Oracle.
Rangers have a specialized list, and Oracles, yeah, they get cleric. Yeah, Oracles get same as cleric.
Cleric,
So
right?
Oracle, yeah, the Oracle gets it. That's crazy.
Lewis, I've been
It's
looking at
all good. I mean, honestly,
which is a
for
specialized
for
list too. Yeah.
for Inquisitor, like if you've noticed, all these classes up here, except for actually every single class up here, are prepared casters. Let me see the shaman though. I don't remember.
Lewis.
Shaman, I think
I've been looking at 10th
spontaneous.
level. Okay, I've been looking at 10th level. All right, I'm sorry. Um,
They prepare.
Oh, they do prepare.
Prepared casters get it because I feel like most like that would probably be such a off the wall niche ass spell that like for a spontaneous caster to pick such a
That
niche ass
yeah, like
spell,
that's
they will just probably like just don't even put it on that list because they're
it's
probably
meant to
never gonna
slow
cast it. But a
you
prepared
down.
caster who can keep choosing whatever the hell they want, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, today that might be a good spell to have. But to have that spell all the time, you're really gonna have that shit on your list all day, every day. You probably use it one time. You know what I mean? Like just out of how much use you would get out of it. I don't think that you get a lot of
Yeah.
if you're a spontaneous caster. But I personally like the spell. But I mean, I guess like you said,
Yeah.
it's all
Well,
good.
yeah, the
So
specialized list.
speak with Dead is enough. Speak with Dead is enough.
Sometimes I
Yeah,
see classes will have the weaker version of a spell, while like a different class will have like the stronger version.
Right,
But like
right.
I guess to keep them relevant more. So
Hmm.
it's like, well, the Inquisitor can't do it because his magic isn't as great as a cleric, even though he has
you
Right.
know,
this, he's got a lot of cleric spells. But we'll have it where he can speak with dead, but we'll leave it to the cleric that can speak to the soul to, I guess, give them that identity instead of like having it, well, the Inquisitor just casts every cleric spell.
Right, right.
Same
Yeah,
with, yeah,
yeah.
like
it's the same with Rangers, and like, well, we're not gonna have them
before
cast all the
named
Druid
device.
spells. We're gonna give the Ranger their own little list that fits their theme.
Yeah.
Some of it will be Druid, but some of it won't.
The only
Yeah.
issue with that is that they made it sixth level. You know, like make it like a spell level that I don't
That's what you
reach,
thought.
so
You
that
thought
I can
you're
be
like
like, oh,
you're like
okay, it's
it could
outside
be
of
on my
my
list. but it's
But they put it within my space and just said, "Nah, you don't get that spell." That's what makes it dirty.
Well,
You know what I mean?
well,
Like,
I guess because like you're an Inquisitor of Kalembor, but not every other Inquisitor worship like the
yeah,
god of
very,
yeah.
very niche, right?
Like if you were like an Inquisitor, let's say of like Tyr, the god of justice, you probably
Like, why would you?
your spell sets would be different, like what you would choose. It depends.
Absolutely, yeah.
but
You
yeah,
know.
okay. All right, then next
Wait,
we
wait.
get.
So I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
show
what were
you
you gonna ask
something.
me?
I'm gonna show you something because
So
I was
wait,
looking at 10th level and I look at my next hex. So retribution, right?
10th level.
I'm
Doesn't
surprised you don't talk
have
to this man about this all day, every day, like I do.
so 10th level. So retribution doesn't have a 24-hour limit.
The spell?
No, the hex.
Oh, the hex.
It doesn't have a once per day limit.
Sophia.
A wit. On a creature within 60 feet, causing terrible wounds whenever it deals damage.
So
To
I
the
wonder, is she still mad
melee
at him?
immediately after the
What?
hex
As mad?
finishes.
Not
Each
she's
damage
not mad
melee
no more.
takes
It
half
was
that
it was more
damage.
like a spur of the moment, and then
This
she's
damage
like it washed
bypasses
away right
surrounding
away.
resistances,
She's very spontaneous when
immunities,
it comes to that.
Do you think that she would have been
damage
like,
reduction.
"Why'd you kill him?" Well, now
This
you
effect
better
lasts for a
speak to
number of
this
rounds equal to
dead
the
body.
creature's
Like, no.
She's not she's
modifier.
not she's not
Will
upset that
save
you killed him.
negates.
Like she
Well,
that
I mean, yeah,
doppelganger
you
definitely
could put it
deserved to
on
get
an
killed.
enemy
Don't get me
multiple
wrong,
times.
and she believes that also.
Okay.
So
She just
like
wanted
What
to
I
get
was
it.
you
asking
would
because
use
there's
it, and then if they
But
I mean if they fail the will
Ross
save,
still might end up
yeah,
getting
because
into
there
a
were other
yeah,
hexes that
it
don't
might work
have
out.
that 24-hour
yeah.
uh
There was just one
ruling.
that I think there was just one that was supposed to have it and didn't, and but then they corrected it, and that was the protective luck,
Who's that?
the protective one, I think, one of them. But other than that, I think they're
Yes,
all
I
correct.
think it was protective luck.
But yeah, no, you can spam retribution. Yeah,
Okay. Okay, cool.
and
All
if they
right.
pass the will save, you could be like, all right, I'm gonna try again.
Let's go.
You'd be like, I'm gonna hit you with this hex, whether you
You
like
know,
it or
you
not.
get hit with this. You get hit with this hat. See? You get hit with it regardless. All right, cool.
You're
Later.
muted. You're muted.
He's gone.
He he's talking, but he's muted.
He left the
Oh, he's not
Discord.
even in Discord. Who's he talking
I don't know.
to? That's weird. All right, I'll catch you later. Peace out.
Later.